Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Oh, dude, do you fucking join? Do you like those, by the way? The SMR shit?
I have no idea what that is.
It's people that like, they talk, but they're like, all they do is whisper.
No,
You don't like that?
it's fucking annoying.
But they do like food. Oh,
Everything come out all right?
hey, you want to lock it or?
Do I need to?
Yeah.
Shit. Did I lock my car?
Oh, dude, when I got here today, I there was a couple cops just parked over there.
You want me to shuffle the deck or what?
Put the fucking
don't you
headphones
shuffle
on,
this
you
dick?
dipshit.
Get it out.
No, hey, dude.
This guy.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
I forgot. Can't bring it.
No,
anyway.
bring it to you. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
No, there was a couple of cops over there, like right at the end of the street, and I was like, oh, I don't fucking know what the fuck's going on. But let's not get into the reason why. But I brought an Uber today, and this guy was jamming like all country. I was like, not me. I forgot to get you waters. Do you want a water?
He's talking to you.
Did you get a water?
Not yet.
Or beer. There's beer in the
Someone
fridge.
didn't bring. You want a beer?
Beer or water?
2 waters.
There's 3 of us. Thanks. Thank you.
Hey, you guys don't have to be so fucking shy. This happened the last time you guys were here too. They were like, "How you guys doing?" And you're like,
Crickets.
"Good."
Well, fuck, we just seen each other, what, 24
days ago?
fucking hours ago?
On Friday, right?
Yeah, we already had our dose. I think.
Of.
Just everybody.
Just
we're good.
Yeah. See you later.
See you
I gotta
guys
go.
in 2 months.
Are you driving today? Are you driving back today?
Probably tonight.
Oh, so now you're staying. So you got a party for the Super Bowl, right?
Nah, I don't give a shit about the Super Bowl.
Well, you fucking.
Who fucking cares?
Well, your team is in there.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're a homo.
I like Taylor Swift. What's wrong with Taylor Swift?
Huh? So what? You don't think they
I
can?
just
You don't
don't-
think they can do it?
No, I think they can. I just haven't followed football for like 5 years. I just don't care.
But it's your
anymore.
fucking team, though. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Dude, I went to.
Honestly, I'd rather watch a good baseball game anymore.
Thank you.
Really?
Thank you.
I can't
Really
get into
is.
baseball. I used to think that football was slow. Now it's baseball.
That's
for me.
because you grew up watching soccer.
That's true though.
That shit's fast.
But there's a lot of
Yeah.
Latin people in baseball.
Oh yeah, a
Shit,
lot.
the majority of them.
Yeah.
They're all
I mean,
Venezuelan.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
They farm that shit.
Dominican
Yeah.
Republic and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Dominican
Dominican. A
Republic.
lot of them, and them kids are built different too. Them dudes
Yeah,
are like
dude.
stacked. They're
What's
big
that,
boys.
What's that guy's? That Asian fella that is getting like
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, that cat
I
just
don't
got
know. I don't know if I can say that on the
He's
pod.
the
dude.
he's the highest paid
That's what I was gonna say.
baseball player
ever.
ever.
Yeah.
How much?
700. They just signed him for like $700 million.
Was it like 3 years or something? It
Three-
was small. It was like
3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
$700 million. Like this guy better be
What is
good.
that?
Huh?
What's that a year?
Oh, see, that's why Dan is in the group, dude. 'Cause Dan is like, hey, Dan
thinks-
is like, excuse me.
Yeah, no, they just signed him to the Dodgers.
233 million a year.
Rough life, right?
That'd be hard.
what's he gonna do with all that money?
I have to get a second job.
He's not gonna make
It's not
it.
just a part time, right? Because
Yeah.
once the season's over, they're like, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
It's
With
insane.
the way the economy is just, everything's expensive.
It's insane.
I have a
It's
friend.
crazy.
I have a friend. His name is Waldo. He fucking.
Can you find
Where is
him?
he?
You know what? Funny you say. Funny you say. He knew my ex-wife before I met him, and my ex-wife and I went to watch a movie, and she says, "Oh, hey, by the way, this is my friend Waldo." And I kid you not, dude. I always tell him this story, and I kid you not. He was wearing a shirt red and white, dude. I'm like, you're fucking with me, right? He's like, no, that's his name. But he's part of the Niner Nation here in Utah, and they get together in that about time in West Valley, I went there one time last year or 2 years ago, and they go ape shit, dude. Everybody's wearing something 49er, and he's the vice president. His brother's the president. But I'm talking about people who got like the shoes, the chains, the jackets, the hats, the shirts, everything that has to do red and gold. They're all for it. And then every now and then, like we're watching TV, and obviously everybody's cheering or fucking like, god damn it. But like every now and then one guy comes out, not a nation, and everybody goes, oh, like the whole entire place. I'm like, oh shit.
I don't I get everybody, but dude, that's like they take it overboard.
That's stupid.
It's just like
Come on, Dan.
like I have friends
Why you gotta judge us?
that literally take the next day off of work because they're like, oh, guaranteed, like I'm not making it to work tomorrow. I'm like,
Over a football game?
it's that. I'm like, for
But
one,
you're not like that for any sport, though?
no.
See, here's my thing.
Like,
It's not relevant to my life at all if they win the game or not. That shit doesn't affect
it's
my
just-
life at all.
Exactly. And that's what I don't
I
get.
know, but
But it's something to, I guess, do. It's something to. I'd rather just go with you guys and get on the bikes and go for a ride.
like being your team, if they win, don't you go like, oh shit, like we're partying, we're
Well,
drinking or whatever?
yeah, like, of course, I'm a Braves fan.
Yeah.
They went to the World Series, but
Yeah.
it's not like I'm like, oh, we have 7 games. I'm not going to work for 7 days.
No,
I gotta wait. It's like, come on. If they win, cool. Now all their merchandise goes up in price and like shit. So it's like I don't get it. Like you got to get so fucked up, and you're not gonna make it to work tomorrow. I'm like,
Any of your guys' kids gonna make it in sports or what?
my kid's all fucking.
What's your son into? We talked about it this last time, and that was like back in '67.
Well, now it's all gaming, dude. It's all on the computer.
Dude,
it's
he was
gaming.
like screaming when we were there. I was like, well, this kid's possessed.
Oh, it's like you won't hear him for most of the day, and I swear to God, at like 8 o'clock at night, you're finally realizing he's going through puberty too, because he's up there just fucking screaming, banging on the floor. I'm just like, what the fuck?
What happens? He loses the game and gets pissed or something?
No,
or
well,
what?
they just dude, and they shit talk because he's got him and like I don't know 4 or 5 of his friends. They all played that he goes to school with, and they're a bunch of shit talking little. Dude, it's crazy.
Only online, like most of the American people. They all
Yeah,
talk shit
yeah, pretty
online.
much. But it's like,
I'll beat your ass.
So your
behind
kids,
this keyboard.
Because I
so
told
your
him,
kid's part of the problem.
yeah, because I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't care. You play your games. You can say whatever you want in my house.
Yeah.
And dude,
He goes to school. He's talking shit.
he makes me blush sometimes.
No way.
Like, oh, dude. Last night, just like, oh, you piece of shit, you son of a bitch. God damn. I'm like, close the door. I'm just like, wow.
I realized on fucking Friday that this happens every fucking time, and I just realized this. Skyler's signature move is to go take a shit in people's
yeah.
houses.
If you can't find Skyler, he's in the shitter.
If I don't go take a shit, then I've never really been there. That's my philosophy.
Like marking your territory
Like
when you
when
go
I travel,
somewhere.
right? When I travel, if I go to like stop at a layover in some like Wisconsin,
Yeah.
I have to take a shit in the airport, or else I wasn't there. That's my philosophy.
And then he looks at me and he goes, I think I gotta go again, dude. It was like, what, 3 times, 4 times?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you eat, though?
Whatever you guys made.
But that's not gonna make you shit right there and there.
Oh yeah, it goes quick.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think I got something wrong. Like
I remember-
irritable bowel. I got out of a ticket one day. Speaking of cops, I'm hauling ass. I go through the stop sign, and I didn't really have to take a shit, but I haul ass through the stop sign. I have my whole family with me.
Yeah.
This cop pulls me over, and I'm just like sitting there and shug. Of course, she's like, "Dad, you're gonna get in trouble." I'm like, "Just be quiet. Let me talk to this cop." And he comes
So-
up. Yeah.
No, that's Harley. Sorry.
Whoa. No, that's all of them. except
Oh
for me.
shit. Oh yeah. Corley's like, hey, Bogart, pass that shit.
Pass that shit to me.
Corey's up. Eating all of the
On
fucking
the edible train. No, I tell this cop, I'm like, hey, dude, look, He comes up. He's like, "Hey, why did you get blown?"
It's like an officer. I'm like this right now.
No, I did. I'm like, dude, I got IBS. And he's like, looks at me. I'm like, irritable bowel syndrome. I'm like, I'm gonna shit my pants right now. And he's like, okay, hurry up and go to the gas station. So I'm like, okay. So I haul ass. I park. I walk in. I go in there. I walked in the bathroom. I just washed my hands, took a piss, dicked around for a minute. I didn't have to shit. I walk out, and he's sitting out there. He's waiting for me.
He's writing a ticket.
Yeah, no, he didn't write a ticket. He was like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a warning. Just make sure you stop at the stoplight next time.
You're like, I'm gonna wipe my ass with this thing next time.
Yeah, smell this.
Dude, I went to fucking.
He's like, I want proof. He followed me in there.
He's like,
Stool sample.
all right, you're good. Dude, one time I went to this gas station up by, I think it was in Roy, up by the Hill Air Force Base. That's when Company 1 was working there. And I drove there, and I wanted to shit so bad. Like, it was coming out, dude. And so I finally made it to that gas station. And I walk in, and I go through. I fucking hate when you go to the gas station, and there's one stall. One stall, that's all.
There's always
right?
somebody in there, right? When you got,
And there's always someone in there.
Yeah, always.
And so I go there, and it's locked. And I was like, fuck. And the only one that's open is the ladies right next door. I'm like, if I don't go in here, I want to shit myself, like, in front of everybody here.
He finds a garbage can under the sink.
It's cool. Nowadays, you just be like, hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't judge me.
I identify as a woman. Can't just see my titties.
I'm going to sit down to pee today.
Yeah. Well, I do that every day.
Does your balls
At
touch
the house,
water?
though. Huh?
Does your balls touch the water?
No, dude. I'm not that old.
Oh, well, I forget you're the baby here.
No, he is.
Oh, Josh is the baby.
That's right, dude. When's your birthday?
January 22nd.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
He already had his birthday this year.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. When is your December, huh?
December, yeah.
Are you gonna say something today, or?
Hanging out, dude.
I went to the barber last week, and he's like, "Where's your friend Dan?" I was like, "Oh, dude, Dan doesn't worry about his beard that much."
I still go to him, but I haven't gone to anybody since him.
You haven't cut it, trimmed it, nothing.
It's been like 16 months.
16 months.
That's what I was saying. Because yesterday or it's a Friday, I was looking at him, and he's got like, because you know how yours is like straight. Because you go to the barber, right?
Yeah.
Do you go to the barber?
Oh, I live with one, but she's faulty.
She's hit or miss.
I have to book. I book it like 3 to 6 months, and then it just keeps getting pushed.
Well, he's got to look good. He works for the public.
Not no more. Oh yeah, you maybe. You know.
And I don't have to look good.
You work for the public too.
I don't deal
Yeah,
with
but you
them,
look
though.
good with that beard. What are you talking about? You don't look good.
I don't have to keep it trimmed like you do, though.
Well,
But that like fits the supervisor
Yeah.
outside construction kind of, you know.
I deal with
go
people
find
I
the
work
big
with.
guy with the beard.
Yeah.
So
Well, hopefully you guys are not working together.
we have people that deal with the public. And it's
Yeah.
not me, and they look prettier. More kept, I guess.
Yeah.
That shit's acceptable these
I can't
days.
see.
So like the beard, the
You
tattoos.
realize I can never cut my hair now because of you guys.
That's fine.
Well,
Why?
I don't ever cut your hair because I think you'd look funny as fuck.
Right?
Like that's you, dude. That's your trademark.
I know, dude.
It's kinda like-
I've
I
never
know, but
known
I'm
you
afraid I
without
want to. I'm
dreads.
afraid
Well,
I
that's
want
just it. Yeah.
What?
I've never known you without dreads. I think
You never.
had dread-
You never know me with short hair.
Yeah, never.
Because when I cut it when I got married and we weren't friends.
Yeah, I didn't know you then.
Yeah.
That would be like seeing Dan or Skyler with hair. It'd be
Or
Mine's
shaved.
getting longer.
it'd be weird.
Or shaved. I've
Or
seen
that-
you
Oh,
shaved.
good.
though.
That's kind of like my ears. My ears are like my trademark.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of, oh yeah.
Yeah, but you can't go back though.
No, I could take them out. And
You
they'd
can go get a
smaller.
labiaplasty on that shit.
Can we just silicone it in?
just caulk it in.
Caulk it in. No, but I was thinking about it the other day because even the girl that does my dreads, I'm like, should I cut these fucking things or what?
Dude, that's
And
a
she's
lot
like-
of work.
But she's like, well, no, you still look good. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, but I'm paying you though.
You know, nothing's ever gonna fit right. All your hats aren't gonna fit, and all that. Like you're gonna have to start all over.
I used to go to a place down here, Fuzzy Nate, and I told him, all right, take it off. It was shorter then than it is now.
Take what off?
The beard.
Okay.
down to work when I was married. It was like maybe an inch and a half long.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the chair, got the apron on me, or whatever. I said, just take it off. He goes, fuck you, get out.
God damn.
And he was serious. I'm like, it kind of took me a second. Like, what do you mean, fuck you, get out? He goes, you'll fucking hate me. You'll never come back. So he took like 3 inches off, and I damn near fucking cried.
Well,
So he was right. Yeah,
I cut like 4 or 5 inches of this when I turned 40, and now I'm like, dude, imagine where it would be if I didn't cut it.
it's part of it. It's fucking annoying. Like working on trucks or something. Yeah, the shit gets caught.
Or
So you gotta-
sleeping some
tuck it in.
mornings and
It's fucking, but it's part of who you are.
It's all up in your
hard to get rid
face
of
and
it.
shit.
Or you look at pictures without it and you're like, oh hell no,
That's
never
fucking
again.
ugly as
Like
shit, yeah.
my kids saw me with no facial hair, and like,
They're like,
both
"Who's
of
this
them were
girl?"
like, no, like both of them are like, don't ever shave, like don't ever. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
Skyler showed us that picture of you guys in Sturgis the
Oh,
first year.
yeah.
Like, who the fuck is that girl?
Yeah.
Well, no
if she's
facial hair.
single,
That was like every picture.
So you see him now. He's got a beard, bald,
Yeah.
gauges, right? He had hair, no gauges.
I don't
If-
think
if
you
he
had
did, they were
tattoos
tiny,
either.
and
Yeah.
no tattoos on
Yeah.
no
Just
sleeves.
Not on your sleeves.
speaking of,
Yeah, I had no. Yep.
what about that picture of Chains at his house with hair? You're like, who the fuck is this homeless guy?
Yeah.
Well, so Jason, Brittany and
Yeah,
Jason, I seen them like 2 weeks ago. We went down there and got talking about that. And Jason's all, wait, you can grow hair? I'm like, yeah, I just choose to shave it. And he's like, I don't think I've ever seen you with hair.
Oh, because no, but I met you with hair.
Right, but I think Jason and Brittany started coming around, what, like 2,
No,
3
they
years ago?
haven't seen you with hair. No.
Yeah, and Jason's like, I thought you were bald. I'm like, no, it's just thin as shit and receding.
Well, so it's
so
his,
I
though.
shave it. Yeah, and he's like, oh, so yeah, he's like, I just thought you were going bald. I'm like, no, I shave it because it's so thin.
The only problem with me is like I'm getting so sick and tired of wearing hats. Like I'm lucky that I can wear a hat at the office.
And you know what's weird? I shave my I wore a hat more with hair than now, which I would have thought it would have been the opposite.
You wear more hats now?
No, I used to wear hats more when I was bald. Like the only time I wear a hat now is because it's fucking cold outside.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't wear a hat hardly at all. So, I don't know. It's just weird.
I'm just bald,
Like,
so
Well, how long has it been since you lost your hair?
what, high school?
23. Yeah, 18. No, I think I like 23. It was very receded, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be that guy that grows that shit around the back and.
So you guys are okay with me doing that shit?
Yeah, you're receding
dirtbag.
pretty bad.
yeah.
Are you receding pretty bad?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, let's
check
see
that
that
shit
in
out.
August. I mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
mine started getting back there, and then mine was like, the sun would go through my hair and still burn my head. So it was like, time to get
yeah,
rid of
that's
this
about
shit.
the point I decided to shave it.
Yeah, but you're telling me not to shave.
Well, yeah,
you got
but-
dreads, dude.
Yeah.
Just grow the skullet back
Because
here.
I know. Because this, if I do this,
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah,
fine.
see,
like,
that's
this
fine.
looks cool.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to get rid of this, right? Because this is when I go, oh, this is me.
Just cut
But then
it and
I
glue
take it
the
off
inside
and I
of
go,
your hat.
because like the front two, they're starting to look like antennas. They just they just come down, but they're starting to look. So, but I don't know, dude.
I can still grow a full head of hair and it's thicker than shit.
You do? Mm-hmm. You can still grow hair.
Oh yeah. It's the color of his fucking hoodie though.
What's wrong with that?
Silver fox.
I'm not ready to go there yet. It's
Yeah.
creeping down. It's creeping down, but no.
But the beard's full of hair, full of white hair, gray hair.
yeah, just up on the
On the
sideburns.
sides, yeah. It's coming in a couple more years.
You're blonde, aren't you? You have blonde pubes?
Yeah, you want to see?
I think I've seen it actually.
You haven't seen it?
All of you have seen. Who hasn't seen? You guys want to see?
we just saw your asshole on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was rough. Josh reminds me of that every time.
Oh,
The old rainbow.
Dude, the same thing happened to me. The same thing happened to me when I went to Mexico. Because we were walking, we were doing all these tours, and I looked at my mom and my sister. I'm like, dude, I have to get some sort of powder. Because what works for me is powder. So I literally just fucking
Like cornstarch?
Just fucking like my
stop
cock is
making tortillas.
like my cock is on fucking. It's like. It's like my dick is on cocaine, dude. That's how much I put that. I mean, I just like I ninja vanished this shit, dude. But the next day, I'm good to go.
So every time you fart, you got a little cloud behind you.
Yeah,
I
dude.
just never had that problem. I
That's
don't
the
know.
first time. That's the only
every time
time I
I
ever had
fart,
that
every
problem.
time I fart, I shit on the floor. What?
That was the only time I had that problem. I don't know if it was the ride there. I don't know if my ass
Heat,
got
the
wet.
something. Yeah,
But
I don't know, dude.
I got those wool
Just a wool
those
thing for
wool
your seat,
things
yeah.
for
Oh,
my
the
seat,
sheepskin. Yeah.
That shouldn't have. I don't know what
You've
it
been
was.
riding for years. That's never happened.
Yeah,
right?
never.
Oh.
I've never had that happen. I have no idea.
It's
You get
weird.
a seat like I got. I call it the clam cooler.
Yeah.
Got that AC right there in the balls.
You have one?
Yeah, it's got. My bike has
Yo,
heated and cooled
Dan's
seats.
got like the coolest
only because it came with it. I wouldn't buy it.
What did your
It's
bike
that
did?
Indian.
Yeah,
His
his
Indian
new
has
bike.
it.
Oh,
The new
that's
bike,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
It's got heated and cooled seats.
That's nice, right? do you like it? Or do you,
I like it a lot. Yeah, I mean it's not like the cooled seats in your car,
Yeah.
but you could definitely.
Is it
tell
true
a
that the
difference.
seats in your car suck air?
They blow air. They're ventilated.
I don't think it
fans.
blows air. I think it sucks air.
Yeah, they blow
it's ventilated.
because it's connected to your AC unit, so it blows up through your seat.
That's how Wendy's is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
'Cause every time I farted, I'm like, well,
You can't smell it, but
no, but like if I like in the middle of the
Is that
summer
why you
and
thought
you
it
got
sucked,
your
though?
because I always thought that it
That's 'cause
sucked
it's cold air.
and so I just went
Cold air doesn't make it stink
Yeah.
as bad. It's a hot air.
no, but I mean my fart's gonna go inside of my seat. I'm not talking about smelling.
Where do you want it to go?
I don't know. I guess in there so I can roll my window down like a normal human being.
Just roll your window down then like a normal.
No, but
being.
I'm saying like if I have it because I always thought that it sucked air.
Oh.
So as I'm in like the
I
summer,
don't know if Dodge has that
In the
option.
summer or whatever.
No, they suck.
I mean, suck.
I mean, shit.
I drive one. I drive.
Apparently, your Dodge has an option if it wants to fucking start or not. So
you leave the light on or
God damn
something.
it.
What happened?
No,
Battery's dead.
you can't leave the light on.
you're not
You
Tom
you shut it
Bodette.
off and it shuts off. What you say?
It's not Tom Bodette. Leave the light on for you.
What is that,
Motel
8?
6?
Motel 6?
Yeah. Say we weren't going to talk about that. Anyway.
Oh no! You said we need shit to talk about.
You ready to make this move?
Oh yeah, I think we're ready. It's I don't know.
Well, at this point, there ain't no backing out now, is there?
Yeah, it's like no. I mean, I guess we could still.
I feel like every time we get together, I'm the one who's always catching up. What the fuck? You guys don't keep me in the loop or what?
You know,
Wait,
You're
what
so
do you
busy.
mean?
I
What
got
do
to
you-
your house, and then these two are like, yeah, but let's just take the trailer, right? Yeah, we'll take the trailer. I drop it off, and you take it, and then
Well,
I go.
you got to think. My wife's selling this house.
and then I go, and then I go.
because I kind of feel like they were talking about it, and he's like, they're going down to help him
We
move
used
and
to
everything,
fuck,
and I'm like,
dude. Okay. And you used to.
I'm kind of a slut.
I'm over it. I've been there, done that. I'm moving on.
Actually, I moved on.
He's just
Yeah.
making the circle look
Yeah,
after. Right?
Yeah, he's just fucking circling the state.
And
Like,
usually, and so all of a sudden, I get myself surrounded by all the women as usual. And no, at the parties, I usually go like, "Oh, I just need to sit out," and the next thing I know, it's like, "Oh, like none of the guys are here." It's just I'm in the middle of all the wives, and they're doing like a séance on me. And then I'm like, "Hey, could you?" To Corey, I'm like, "Hey, bring me up to speed." I'm like,
Fill
"What the
me in."
fuck is going on?" So she's like, "Yeah, we're doing this and we're doing that." I was like, oh, "Okay."
I just like reach out once in a while. I'm like, hey, haven't talked to you. What the hell's going on? Give me a rundown. I'm like, okay, you know. Like I said, I kind of feel.
Am
like
I that bad or
there's
not?
there's a part of
Because
me
to
that
me-
kind of feels bad because, like, again, Wendy's selling their house, so I understand
This
why.
episode is
they're
brought to you
kinda-
by what's the name? This episode is brought to you by.
Starling Real Estate.
Shout out to Starling Real Estate.
but so I understand why he has more idea what's going on and they're helping him move. But it's because I told Skyler something like, dude, let me know if
Yeah.
you need something. Like, let's work it out. I'll help you.
I feel like I kind of have shelled off a little bit though, because this isn't easy. This isn't like what we had planned, right? That was going to be our forever home,
Right.
and just life kicks you in the
Yeah.
teeth sometimes, and it's kind of like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
You do know you destroyed this group, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But I built it back
let's
too.
talk-
Because
Hey, let's be honest. Right?
Okay, I'm out.
Yeah, but I bring it back too because you didn't ask everybody to come today. Who did? Me.
That's true.
Just on my defense. But, hey, we're sitting there at Josh's, and I'm like, hey, are we gonna do this? And you're like, well, no. Are you gonna?
Well,
ask
'cause I
those
didn't-
guys?
I
Like,
didn't
well, I'm
ask.
gonna ask those guys to come on your podcast.
No, because it was, but they already like, again, because I don't know, I heard trailers moving and fucking houses
You
moving.
know what?
And
This is bullshit.
selling
I'm
kits.
with
And,
Josh.
selling kits and shit. And I was like, oh, fuck.
No,
I thought you guys had something to
it's
do.
like bittersweet. I mean, the opportunity is there, right?
Yeah.
For me to go start a business, run a business. Everything's gonna be, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get too deep into that right now. Everybody knows, but we just thought that was gonna be our forever home. We love it down there. We love St. George. We love the area, but all our support systems here in Salt Lake, and thank God we're not moving back to Salt Lake. I don't know how you guys do it. My hat's off to you guys. I come up here seriously. Nothing against it. I was born and raised here, but I get up here and it's like the anxiety. I don't know what that is, but something weird here. It's weird.
Yeah, but you've also been in St. George for how many
it's small
years?
town.
Like, you get used to that.
It's small town.
Because
You do.
I leave here sometimes and I go down to, like, Mona where Jason and Brittany are,
yeah,
or I
that's-
come down where you guys
yeah.
are. And it's
You're like,
nice.
"There's
It's a nice
nothing
little
here."
getaway. But, yeah, it's like, dude, I got to travel 30, 40 minutes to go to the fucking grocery store?
yeah.
Like, Mona, there's a gas station in town. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
I'm like,
all they have.
I can't do this
Well,
shit.
that's
What do
what
I need,
we
a horse
find.
and buggy?
Yeah, no
like,
shit.
what? This is bullshit. They don't Uber nothing. Like, they don't. Like, Grubhub's not that I do all that shit, but it's just like
convenience. If you want it, it's there. Right?
And that's
DoorDash, all that shit.
there's days I'm up here, I'm like, I can't stand all these motherfuckers on the road. I don't know how
That's me,
I don't know
right there.
how I drove for so long, everything. But it's a convenience thing. I'm like, dude, I can go to the store right there. Everything is just here.
That's my biggest gripe about Salt Lake.
I
is
just
that
deal with it.
There's
Like,
so many damn people here.
but you're never gonna get away from it.
Yeah, you
like
can't.
it doesn't matter where you go.
But-
Eventually, it's gonna get like that.
All the
Like St.
apartments,
George
too.
blowing the fuck.
It is.
Fuck yeah,
It
dude.
is. It
It's
has
crazy.
For, it has for a year.
Well, you
ever
were
since
telling me that
2019.
at this point the infrastructure of St. George is like, is it like a lot?
Well, yeah,
Like it can't compete.
There's so many
it
people.
Can't keep up with the people.
You go out for dinner on a weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, you're an hour, 2 hours sometimes, depending on where you want to go. But like Josh is saying, they don't have 45 beans and brews like they do in the Salt Lake Valley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
you
got
can't throw a
one,
rock
right?
into Starbucks.
When he said beans, I thought he was gonna go somewhere else. Okay.
But my racist
Del
days are
Taco.
over. I'm not racist anymore.
But it's almost no different than like Grantsville. Grantsville was nothing when you guys I paved all that neighborhood behind you, and it's insane out in Grantsville now. Like everything's just
Well,
it's,
people
where
from
my-
Salt Lake moved to Grantsville because they're like, oh, but now
It's cheaper. It was cheaper.
It was. And then the commute now, like if you live in Twilla and you have to commute into Salt Lake, I'm sorry, that sucks for you.
Dude, when I started working at Daybreak, there was nothing there.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, my mom, it's not like where I was working, and this was like the end of the road. This was Mountain View, and everything was this way. My mom lives over here. Like, all these houses have built up, and she lives by a fucking river and a lake, and I'm like, holy shit.
Well,
man.
even
And they still
when
build.
we worked together and we were doing all that out there in Daybreak, dude, you can't. Nothing looks the same anymore out
Fuck
there.
no.
It's insane.
You go out there to Daybreak area and you damn near get lost.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, holy shit. Remember there was Old Bingham Highway for years and years, and that was it? Now it's like,
Well, just like where Ben and Danny live.
yeah.
Dude, it was a 1-lane road up to their property and stuff now, and now it's $1 million houses
Harriman's.
everywhere, and just
gone insane.
Harriman's insane. So it's
I
just
remember working there when we worked for, I don't know what company it is, you say, but what company did we work for? Number 2, 3, 4?
We don't even count
Anyway.
that one, but yeah.
Okay, that company,
Yeah.
when we worked there, one of the foremen, he had an uncle that lived there, I believe, and he said back in 1999, that's the year I graduated. He said there was 10 water meters to residents. When we were there putting in subdivisions, he said there was, I think he said 8,000 at that time. So it was only like 5 years or 7 years that it just blew up, and now up on the hill where they're at, holy shit!
and they just keep building up and
Harriman's
up.
gone
Same
insane.
thing when I started construction. Before that company, we worked together, and we were working in Eagle Mountain and Saratoga Springs.
Yeah.
And there was like 2 rows of houses.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like I go there, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy.
When I built my house 10 years ago, there was 3 houses south of me. There's about 340.
You've been
now.
there for 10 years, Dan?
Yeah.
God damn.
Years. They started building in 2014.
That's crazy. So I met you almost right when we moved into our house.
When did you start working at your place?
11 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been at there 11.
Yeah, so I met you right when you started then, because I've been in my house for 11 years.
I met you at his house in Erda.
Yep. I think that's where we all met, honestly.
No,
Or no way.
I met him
No, because
when they worked together.
He worked with us.
but
Oh,
just,
that's right.
Just briefly, and then I think
And then
you
he
invited
left.
me on a ride or something. It must have been that, because that's when the enduro thing happened.
That was 4th of July.
The Harley Enduro.
Harley enduro.
The day we all
Wait,
almost said hi and bye to Angel.
You didn't know these guys when we did that?
No, I knew him from Watkins Crew.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. That's the day I met him, and then we went on rides after that.
Yeah, because I met all you guys through him. That's how we met.
Yeah.
I met Chance too.
After that ride, you're like, hey, let's all get together and fuck this guy, huh? You got his training wheels on? What the
He
fuck?
wants to keep his shit in the dirt.
No, because that wasn't it. Because at that time he lived in Erda, so he was like 5 miles away.
Yeah,
we
true.
didn't ride at all.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe 3-4 times.
Yeah, once a time. Very seldom.
maybe we just didn't.
Dude,
I
I'm
didn't
like,
know him.
I'm like that one guy that has just the one story when I went fucking riding to California with my friend Dan. I was like, I'm gonna say that shit forever, dude, because that was a nice ride.
Yeah, that
It was a
probably
nice ride.
Great ride.
Well, there's gonna be more. He'll be from here. I think it's like 8 hours.
To where?
Is it 8 to where you're going?
His
I
new
didn't
place.
think it was that far.
8 hours to where you going?
From
No,
Salt.
I think it's.
I thought it was like 6.
Hey, dude,
We got this
Move
thing right here.
close.
Because it was only like an hour or
never
two
live in
farther
Salt
than
Lake
St.
again.
George.
Not-
It's 3 to my
Salt
parents,
Lake.
and from my
Never.
parents to Boise is 3, so it's at least 6 to Boise from here, and you're another hour 45 north of there.
Okay.
It's a long ass ways.
So it's a minute, yeah.
That's going to be a learning or not, I wouldn't say a learning curve, but that's going to be an adjustment for you.
6.5 hours.
6.5.
Your riding season's about like ours anymore.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
cutting like. Yeah, it's gonna suck. But I haven't ridden for 2 months. I think that's probably what's wrong with my mental health.
Yeah.
I feel bad
Besides the
for you,
normal
you
shit.
son of a bitch.
Look, that's therapy though. It is. It's really therapy.
It is.
People getting on that bike and just not thinking about shit.
can I say something? I hate you call it a burnout.
A burnout.
Fucking bugs the shit out of me.
Go for a burn.
Yeah, I don't know why. And like when I went and saw you at your house
Yeah.
when I was going to Vegas, you left, and then I was talking to Corey, and Corey's like, "Yeah, we and Skyler went to for a burnout." I was like, "All right, Sons of Anarchy, relax."
Yeah, you know, you throw
Went for a ride.
You throw your cut on and shit.
We went for she's so trained. Went for a burnout. I was like,
He
"All
says
right."
burn, I say rip.
Yeah, I go for a rip.
Yeah.
You do, huh?
What do you say?
I don't go to it.
Does that bike even run anymore? Is it like your Dodge?
Yeah, I gotta run last year.
None of your shit runs right now.
Ouch.
Yeah, I went and got it running last year. Did you ride it after that?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's one good thing. I was just talking to Justin a couple days ago. I was like, dude, this year when it's my week of scheduling that I know I'm gonna stay in the office, I'm like, I'll fucking bring my bike. He goes, oh yeah, you should. But again, I think it's because I'm that guy. I feel bad for my neighbors because I gotta leave the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. And
Oh,
get
you're
fucking
that
over
guy? Yeah, I'm like, fuck those guys.
I turn up the radio,
I don't-
stereo,
yeah.
all the way up.
Usually
on
you
that
hear the
bike.
stereo over the bike. I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I think your fucking bike's loud. His is Wake the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
yours is loud?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Both
dude.
of them are loud.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Both of them are loud. And then the stereo's loud. as
Did I
shit,
hear you're
too.
gonna get a Harley?
No. I was looking, but it ain't going to happen. No, I just bought a trailer. I can't afford it anymore.
Where are your priorities, dude? That trailer.
Dude, my kids are getting older. I figure I only got another maybe 2-3 years before they're going to want nothing to do with us anymore.
That's the weird thing.
So
too,
I was
right?
like, dude, we sold the toy hauler. It was just too small. And I just decided it's time. I want to do some more camping. With your situation this year, I don't know what your schedule's going to be like with riding. You know, Britt and Jace have other stuff planned. He'd bought a trailer last year. It's like, dude, let's just change it up for a year. Because
Yeah.
like I said, I'm hoping once you get up there and get stuff situated and squared away and hopefully everything, you know, gets on track and you get set and stable and going. And then at that point, like maybe next year we can plan Sturgis or something again, or, you know, just plan some more riding.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think Sturgis was a good time. I think that we should probably figure out a way to do that again.
Well, and
I
like
mean, I think we will.
we will,
It's just a matter of
but
time.
like I said, at the same time, it's like I feel like last year was off and on, and the year prior was like adults. We did all our riding, we did everything, and the kids kind of just. So like, I just was like, okay, it's time to take some time with the family and the kids while I have it before Caleb starts driving.
So we're in that same boat, but these two, you
guys are
older.
yeah,
Kids are gone.
yeah. So it's like, I just figured now's the time.
The younger one's gone too. I know he doesn't need babysitting, but is he gone? He's not
I
gone.
still think he's babysitting. I wish I was joking.
Yeah. So that's the only reason we did the whole trailer thing was just to.
He's still at the house.
It's family time right now.
And that
Let
makes
you
sense.
guys, like I said, let you guys get settled, and then if anything, like. Shit, now I have a bigger trailer. If we all want to get together and go camping for a weekend or do something, then that's kind of where I'm at this year.
Fuck, I've heard that shit before too. Oh, my dad has this fucking RV. We can all take it. Yeah, whatever. Never happened.
Oh, you mean the RV that's sitting in my backyard?
Yeah, but did we ever go anywhere?
Motherfucker, you disappeared for I don't know how long.
Yeah,
So I don't want to hear it.
Hey, I don't want to hear. I don't want to talk about it.
So
Take
yeah,
his ball
I
and
just.
go home.
But you never. Hold on. But you never answer. You never answer my text.
Well, like
And
last
I
night
feel
when
like-
you just sent me the address. What do you want me to say?
What did you say when I sent you the address?
Okay.
What did you say when I sent you the address?
They could give you a thumbs up or something.
So you guys got the address, right?
You acknowledge. You wanted to
This
acknowledge.
motherfucker. You know what kind of pissed me off?
You know
too?
what's fucked up?
You know what pissed me off? Hold on.
It's funny you bring this up. You want to know the last text message you sent me?
Yeah, I do know.
Dude, I pulled when
It's
you
like
sent me the address.
2002.
2022 was the last
know.
message
What is
you
it?
sent me.
What is it?
Yo. That's it.
Oh, and you know
Yo.
what? Okay, that's like, hey, that's like, hi, I need to talk. You know what
Then
he was?
pick up the phone.
You know
what are
he
you,
was?
13?
You know what he was?
Call me.
You know what he was? And that bothered me. It still bothers me because you still have an answer. And you still got it on your phone.
Guys, give me a minute. I got to
You know
text
what-
Angel back.
You know what he was? I was trying to give you, we were working, Chuck gave me corn tickets. And I wasn't going to go.
No,
you were there with
you
us.
actually called me after because I didn't respond. You called me because I remember talking to you about that. Because
No,
you were like,
didn't.
"Hey, yeah."
No, you didn't. Because the only one that answered me was Misty.
Oh,
And
well,
Misty-
yeah, that's my
Misty was-
secretary. Just
Misty
message
was like,
her.
we
I'm
want to go,
busy.
and that whole pandemic shit was happening. So I was like, I don't really want to go with the mask. I'm like, no, I get it. But I texted you and like no reply. I'm still waiting for that reply. 2022.
Do you still have the tickets?
Did the contract go? Was it rescheduled because of COVID?
Yeah.
So Corn is like, Josh not coming? I was like, well,
We'll push it off.
did you hear Limp Bizkit's coming?
I would actually like to go see it.
But you know who's opening for him? Corey Philman.
Shut the fuck up.
Like on purpose?
You couldn't find anybody else to fill a spot?
Dude, I'm telling you, I want to go so bad, but I don't really. And every now and then, I get like videos of him, like I come across videos of him, and I'm like, I usually put it on my stories. I'm like, I can't wait for Limp Bizkit.
I can't believe they're back going again. It's kind of weird.
Have you seen him?
He looks strange as shit, dude.
looks
He's
like a
all
fucking old
gray
guy.
beard and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Well, now my hair is fucking making me sweat, so I know you guys don't know what that is.
Yeah, face.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty bad about the whole response on text messaging shit. So,
But you are the one that reaches out. I don't.
yeah. See, but that's the other thing.
Not
It's
to
like,
me, it doesn't.
well, again, dude, you
it's not every
disappeared.
fucking week.
You
He was the one-
disappeared for like
He was
2
the one-
years.
He was the one at the Christmas party. He was the one that says, well, let's stay in touch. All that group text that we have, he never fucking responds. And I go, is it just me and the girls here? Because you guys didn't respond for a second either.
Yeah, I think the girls kind of like to respond on that. Like, I never know what the hell's going on.
Oh,
Honestly.
yeah, neither do I.
Oh no! I'll look at
Like,
my phone. There's
especially-
30. There's
That's what
30
happens
of
to me.
them on there, and then you go, and you're like, all it is the girls bullshitting, or Skyler will send in a ding. Like, what the fuck? Okay, Dan's worse than I am. He won't even respond to any of that
I'll
shit.
admit it.
But I hate group messages. I fucking hate it. Like Misty's sisters and brothers, they all include me in it, and I'm like, take me out. Like I don't want to listen to dinging on my phone all day long. It's like, fuck, dude.
But that's also the good thing about this group. You can go 6 months without saying anything.
Yeah.
Or like 2 years,
That's
or
proving.
you know, whatever.
Hey,
No, but if you think about it, though, Chance, he was kind of the worst. All of a sudden, he'd fall
Oh,
off the
yeah,
edge
yeah. Yeah,
for
he'd
like
disappear.
6-7 months.
But the thing is,
But then
that's how Chance has always been,
Well,
though.
but
Like,
then-
that was normal.
Yeah, but before his accident, it was like he'd start reaching out a lot more all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It was weird. All of a sudden, I'd get a morning text.
Well, I just flat out started going over there.
Yeah.
Like, I would just show up at his house. I'm like, what? You don't answer your phone calls? You don't answer a text message? Like, I'm just want to check up on you, see if
he's probably
everything's
like-
good. And
he did that yesterday. I was like, whoa, there he is.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
he's coming, dude. He's
Closer.
getting there.
Awesome.
It's rough. It's
Fuck yeah.
the hardest. Like, after the accident, dude, that's the hardest thing I've ever had to look at.
When I talked to him, he was
Like
like,
the night that I saw you up at the hospital, that second night, dude, it was.
there was no way I was
Brutal.
gonna see him. There was no way. I'm like,
I had
had
it was
to.
it was that piece of like I had to in case something
Yeah.
went south.
Yeah, 'cause at that time, they didn't know if he's going to even live.
yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see him like that too?
He kept saying to me yesterday, he's like, I died. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you're
Yeah.
not dead now. And
Yeah.
he's in a weird spot.
It is. There's like I'm super optimistic about it, but then if you spend more time with him, then it kind of makes me like come back down to reality because like I'm just worried that he's never gonna be him 100%.
Well,
again.
they can do a lot of stuff. They can do brain mapping.
You think so though?
Oh yeah,
dude, he's
the owner of the company.
Been through a
we
lot
worked
of
for
trauma.
Together. He had a traumatic brain injury, the same thing, and he sat through brain mapping and pictures and people talking about the past. He was one of the smartest guys I ever knew.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that guy was so smart, and he was young. He had a huge, massive empire.
Dude, he was a millionaire before 30.
And the thing is with him is he had a photographic memory. He told me, he's like, he could look at something and he knew, like, and he said it wasn't that way before my brain injury. So I was like, holy shit.
well, and the other thing,
So that's
like
what
all the
gives me
doctors
hope.
are super optimistic
Yeah,
because
no-
they're like, oh, we've seen way worse, and I'm like, that's crazy
Well, we know
because
him and we have a relationship with him, and to see him how he is now, he's like 12 years old.
yeah,
You know?
that's the hardest. Like I said, the hardest part for me is to think that he's never gonna be 100% again. And my biggest, like in my mind, my biggest worry is he's always gonna need somebody like there
And that's
to
a scary
help him
thing too,
because like Jamie can't do it
that's the
on
scary,
her
and
own.
he's not
He
going to want
can't.
to stay home.
No,
He's
no.
not that type of person just to sit.
Well, talking to him, he's already ready to go back to work.
Yeah, he doesn't even want to stay at the
Yeah,
hospital.
no, he's done, dude. He's
Trust me,
done. He wants
is.
out.
He is.
But
I told these guys before you.
He's so fuck you. he's like slow.
Dude, he was all pissed off. He remembers shit. Like,
oh yeah,
I told him the other night at Josh's house I was going to come shave him, cut his hair, whatever. And we get there at like 5 o'clock last night. And the nurse told us, hey, he's been waiting since 5 o'clock this morning. He was up, hey, Skyler's going to come cut my hair.
Oh, dude, you fucking
Check this out.
dirtbag.
I know. But a bunch of other shit we got caught up doing other shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm blocking out his goatee, and he looks right at me, dead ass in the eyes. He's like, hey, Skyler's supposed to be doing this. I'm like, I am Skyler. And he's like, oh. And then a few minutes later, I'm shaving his face with a razor, and he looks at me and he says, hey, Skyler's supposed to shave. Like,
Yeah.
that was hard.
that's where it gets hard
That's
because
what
he'll
I'm
look
I'm
dead
right
at
here,
you
bro.
like
I'm right here.
yeah.
But it's
That's what I was saying. So when I went to see him, he's like, "Oh, what's the name? What's the name of this guy?" And I was like, "Josh, Skyler, Dan, so and so." So he's like, "No." And I was like, "Angel." And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's me, dude."
Yeah.
Like it's
So yeah, I think there's memories there.
Yeah,
They're severely clouded right now.
in my opinion, dude, his brain is running at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And
That's
his
what it's
thoughts are like it can't keep up with
Yep.
as fast as he's
Clutch isn't
it's running.
engaging.
Yeah. But like I just
That's-
it's just gonna take time, dude. It's time and patience and I don't know.
I think I'm a little more optimistic because where he was a month ago.
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
The first time I seen him when he was talking, he was mean.
oh well, we saw him the first day he
Just-
ate something.
I couldn't be around him. Like, I was in there like maybe 15 minutes and like I gotta go because he was fucking mean.
Well, and even
cursing, and he had this thing with numbers, right?
right.
And he could.
Yeah.
He didn't know who I was. I was
4,
Tom.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's 43 at?"
Yeah.
Where the fuck's 43, you dumb bitch?
That's him.
You know, he's
That's your
talking to
age.
the nurses
Well,
and
and,
stuff. And it's,
like, you know, I you guys know how I talk and everything, and even I was the same way. He was up there, and I was like, Chance, come on, dude.
Well,
like,
you know where to draw a line. Like, you're in a
like
facility with staff. And
exactly.
You know, hey,
and I
you have a
understand that
filter sometimes.
he's not in his right mind, but at the same time, it's like, wow.
I think
shout out to
generally
them.
none of us have a filter, but
Oh,
we know where to turn it on. Like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm in front of somebody's parents. Like,
Right.
When I see Angel's mom, I'm not gonna be like, hey, fucking Angel.
Yeah. Or you
Because
go
out
to
of
my
respect.
grandma's house,
Yeah,
you know how
yeah,
to turn
yeah.
everything off.
It's just
Just anybody's parents.
But to me,
or
you want to
anything.
see my mom's nalgas, right?
more than that, dude.
But no, dude.
But,
shout
hey,
out
we're-
to the fucking people at the hospital.
Yeah,
I
shout
give them
to those
so
guys,
much.
because they gotta be. I mean,
Well, they deal
Or
with
his-
it every day.
I don't know if it's.
right?
I don't know if you get used to, right? But they gotta be. They gotta deal with
I
it
think-
every day.
I think the human element honestly goes away for a short time. So when I worked at the prison, I took a lot of inmates up to the U of U,
Yeah.
and I saw a lot of inmates die. You honestly get to the point where you're just like, it's just another. It's just life.
just a number.
Happens.
Yeah.
It happens, and I guess it's sad, but you honestly get to a point where it's like not even sad anymore. Oh well. It's life. It happens.
Well, you do-
None of us are getting out of this.
Yeah.
And you know, because you were a first responder.
my first job at the hospital, my first boss said, "Don't ever look him in the face." Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
shared
you don't
stories
want
about
want
that.
to
I've done
see
that.
like the life.
Well,
leave.
it turns them into a person.
Yeah.
If you don't look them in the face, they're just a dummy. You're
So
working
where do
on
you
a
look?
dummy. Huh?
Where do you look?
You look at their injury.
And that's even scarring too. Like,
Yeah,
That-
but
that
also
causes-
I worked in a town of 10,000 people,
well,
so
Yeah.
if you didn't know
a
them,
lot of people.
you knew somebody that did know him, right? A lot of the time, unless it was on the interstate, then yeah, it just passes through. But yeah, you just try not to make him a human, and you can't let
that's
it
hard
bother
to
you.
do.
It is, and you can't let it bother you. Otherwise, it sticks with you. Like there's 3 accidents right now that I
Yeah.
think of all the time, right? But I had to look him in the face because that's where the injury was. So if you
God
make
damn.
him not human, it's not being mean. Like a lot of times you see like even cops or firemen or whoever joking in the background. It's not that they don't care about the situation. It's just that
It's
how you
so
cope with it.
common
That's
for
exactly-
yeah.
it's normal.
Well, that's how a lot
It's
of
every
people
day.
cope with trauma and tragedy, right? You laugh and joke about it.
And that's the best. It's the best cure.
Well,
Imagine how we would do it. If we,
again, like earlier before this, I joke about Chance because like that's how I
That's how you cope with it.
cope.
It's
with
the best
things.
way to cope.
Like
Make something
I'll
funny
make a
about it.
joke about it. It might be fucked up.
I
but
told him that yesterday. I
That's
said,
the way it is. Like
It's the
that's
best way to
how
do it.
I don't want to be drabbing down about everything. Like I
well,
try
it
and
will too. It'll beat you down.
Yeah.
And that's what I told him yesterday. I'm like, Chance, you flew through the air, dude. It was probably so cool for a few minutes. And he's like looking at me, but I died. I'm like, yeah, but you were flying. Like, you know?
Until you hit the
that's how
fucking road, it was
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Well, and like we were up there a few weeks ago, and he's like, Jamie won't tell me anything, and I get where she's coming from. Like I think she wants to wait till he gets a little bit better so he knows.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of told him a few things, nothing crazy, but you see it like when I'm telling him, dude, it starts rolling through his brain. He's like, because he doesn't remember the
doesn't-
accident at all.
Yeah, he says
I
he
asked
doesn't
him, "Do you remember?" And he's like, "Nope."
You don't want to remember that shit.
When I
Can you
was
imagine?
one of the times that I was there when he was at the U, it was the first time that the nurse was like, "I want to show you something," and she put the camera on her phone and he showed him his own head, like a big old gash he's got here. I was just like, "Oh, dude, I can't even." I was like,
Oh,
I hope he's just like, "Oh, okay."
They did a skin graft. On
He was
it.
like, "My hair."
I told him last time I saw him, I said, "You are the strongest son of a bitch I know."
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because if I was in that position, I flat out told Missy, I said, "You better pull the fucking plug."
Well, that's what Corey thinks too. Corey's like, if I'm ever like on the bikes, right? Corey's
Yeah.
like, I just pull the plug on me.
Well-
Here's my thought. I always thought that too, but now I have kids in the mix.
Well,
But then again, what if something happened, God forbid, right, to somebody, to one of us,
Yeah.
and they don't make the progress Chances made, right?
Right.
If you're in that vegetable state,
No, pull it.
dude, I'm with you. I don't want to. I don't want to be
I don't
bothered
want
by
but-
kids.
but-
Well,
on the
I
other
don't want
hand,
to put my
even my
wife and my
friends-
kids through that, or any of you guys.
hold
I
on.
don't
Do
want
you
you
want
to
me
see.
to
hold
wipe
on.
your ass, dude? No.
No.
I'll
Hey,
shave you.
Hey, but hold on. But on the other hand, aren't we glad they didn't pull the plug on Chance?
That's just it. That's why I said the progress that he's made since the accident till now.
Yeah.
If it was any
But how do we
less-
know that you're not gonna do the same, or he's gonna do? Not
Well,
gonna do
that's
the
the
same?
thing, you don't
For
know.
you to, I mean, obviously,
But at the same time,
Like
like
do
that.
scans
I
and
think-
stuff on your head that can tell. That's the first thing I asked that orthopedic
Yeah,
surgeon.
is he brain dead?
I says, what percentage
Yeah.
is it? I'm like, shoot me straight. And he straight said to Jamie, who is this? And he says, Jamie says, oh, that's
my
his
other
brother.
husband.
You can tell him. Whatever you have to say, you can tell him. And we were back there, Corey and I and Jamie, and the orthopedic surgeon walked in. He's like, he probably has an 88% chance of a full recovery. And I'm like, because the brain waves. They can check it and see if there's function. I had another buddy. He died similar. He passed out. He's at work. He had asthma. He passed out. He went without oxygen to the brain for an hour.
Oh, yeah,
Brain
see,
dead,
that-
right? They did a bunch of brain.
I think you can go like 2-3 minutes.
Right,
And
tops.
realistically, at that
anything
point, you're
over
done.
that, you have brain damage.
Yeah.
Right? It's a brain injury at that point. And a D went without for an hour.
Yeah.
And it was a shitty ordeal. But he would have been a vegetable, dude. And he's like, his family made a decision. So if I'm ever in that situation and they tell you guys, hey, he's got 5%, 20%,
Yeah, there's.
you damn well better pull the plug.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just bury me, call it a day, be done.
No, I mean I get it, but it's. Yeah.
And like it all kind of falls back on Jamie because it's realistically it's Jamie's
Nobody
call.
has a decision but her, and I think she made the right call.
And
I
then
really
her
do.
and then her mom passed away right in the middle of this.
It's
Yeah, like a
dude,
week later.
She
Jamie, dude.
did. She's like I told Misty
She's
last night.
You want to talk about Trump?
Dude,
chest being strong.
she's got like the worst fucking luck. I swear to God, dude.
Yeah.
Like, cause she just hit a fucking deer last week.
Totaled their car.
Total. It didn't total it, I don't think, but it fucked it up.
She hit a deer.
Yeah, on the way home.
In Grand.
In Grantsville, dude. It's just like, dude, if she doesn't have any good, it's all bad. I'm like, I just feel so bad for her. But
From now on, the parties are like, let's do them on this side. Huh?
you have too much wildlife, all this shit out there. It's fuck, dude. It's, I don't know. It's crazy.
I mean, one thing that I started thinking about when we did the party and then we all had like something to say and stuff. I was like, you know what? Even though we, and by we maybe it's just me. Like I step away for a minute. At the end of the day, Chance kind of brought us all together again.
Yeah. And
Right?
I look at
We
it
said
as
that
it's,
yesterday.
I look at it, it's because it's weird because it's kind of like my family. I don't see like any of my like extended family.
Yeah.
Then my grandma dies and everybody comes together. And then after that, everybody disappears.
But is
So,
that how you want it though?
No, like don't get
I don't
me-
think anybody wants that, but that's just the life
it's
we live.
yeah.
right?
Everybody gets.
We all have a job.
Grow
we all have
up.
our
You
own
have
families.
kids.
But if
you
you
get
but if
busy.
you don't want that, isn't it of you to at least put the effort? Because like you put the effort here, you're like, hey, what's up? Like you reach out.
Well, and that's
Well, I think that's the part of it. We have to make that. Like once again, we all get so tied up. We're so busy. Josh has his job, his life, his kids.
Mm-hmm.
You have your. We all have that same thing, right?
You know, you skip me. You have a. We
No,
all
but
have,
you do.
right? You all have
Well,
something.
think about where you've come, though.
Yeah.
Think about where you've come.
Yeah.
Like you do this podcast thing. You work. You have your life, and Dan has his, and it's hard to, because we have to make a living, right? We have to pay mortgage. We have to pay bills. So we all have to
Yeah.
do this grind, but. That's why I think this is important to do these get-togethers because shit, we don't do it enough. Nobody does.
well, and like the only time you have is on the weekends. So you're busy doing other things. If you guys, if everybody has time to get together, then you know if you can do it, do it.
And I think we make the best of it when we do.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we get together, we have a damn good time, we laugh our asses off. Shit, my guts hurt for. They still hurt. We laughed our asses off. And you know what? It's like Heather. We invited Heather over. And she'd never been around, and I text her. I says, "Hey, thanks for coming." I says it was kind of a relaxed night.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Holy shit, my guts still hurt." We laughed, and we weren't that rowdy.
No.
we didn't
it was
get
a pretty-
crazy. Like,
yeah.
it was more of a mellow night, right?
Calm
Yeah.
night, yeah.
And I think there was a sombering something about it with Chance not there, with Jamie's there and not Chance. Well, you know, Chance, I don't care what anybody says. Chance is kind of a part of the, like, he livens it up. He's
Oh, yeah.
always
For
got-
sure, for sure.
The first time we went to, we've talked about this before, the first time we went to lunch with him that time out there in Pizza Hut.
No, the fucking.
And the Evil Knievel's on the TV, and he just screams in this restaurant.
Because he has
He's not Evil Knievel! Like, loud as
because
shit.
he has this deep voice,
Yeah,
right? And this
yeah.
evil Knievel shit's happening. And he's just like, it's not evil Knievel. It's not evil Knievel. We're you're like, dude, shut
All
the
these
fuck
people
up.
are looking at
like,
us.
like, shut the fuck up.
But that's
And then you
just
realize,
Chance.
and then he does it more. You're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah,
I knew I had to keep the voice when I changed the fucking podcast name.
yeah. I love that voice.
No, it's just life, dude. Everybody does their thing, gets busy. But like I said, I've tried and again, it's not that I don't reach out to you. It's that you took kind of a hiatus for a while and kind of disappeared.
And you know, do your thing. It's okay.
Yeah, do your thing. I understand.
Yeah, I'm talking about the nowadays.
I know,
stuff.
but no, I'm glad, dude. I'm glad you've come.
Oh yeah.
Not that you haven't been around, but I'm glad that you've been with us more in the last 2 months, 3 months, dude. It's good to see you. It's good to hang out. Good to bullshit. It's same thing. I called Dan out of the blue. I'm like, hey, how are things? Are you still alive? Haven't talked to you for 3-4 weeks. I'm just calling to check in because it's like I told Jamie. The day Chance got in an accident, I woke up that morning and was literally going to text everybody. And I was like, and I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
And then I get that fucking text message. Chance is in the ICU. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like, it's that stupid little thing you think it's no big deal that could literally, change somebody's fucking day or whatever. So it's just something I try and do randomly. Just reach out, say hi. How are you?
My thing was I stay in contact with Dan. Dan is probably the only one that I stay close to.
Yeah, we know.
And I'm not saying. Well, I like him more than you guys. Okay.
No, right.
Understandable.
Can we wrap this up?
You got a tissue?
But I have a cum rag here somewhere. No, I'm just
Probably in your back pocket from last night.
But
That was this morning when his truck
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
start.
so what was I saying?
You were saying you're closest to Dan.
No, I just stay in contact with them, but I clearly remember I'm saying I think it's, and I texted you or called you because we went to eat a couple of times too, and I said it's time for me to come home.
Right.
And that's the exact words that I say. I say, hey, I went away. I know that, and I kind of wanted to deal with this stuff by myself. Part of it was embarrassment too. I was like, I don't know, and I feel like it was like so formulated into like everybody was couples, and now I'm like the odd guy that I didn't know where I fit in.
But no one ever thought that.
No, I know. I'm saying that was me. I was
You're
like,
in your own head. We all do it.
yeah. So I was like, oh, like how is this gonna work now? And you guys brought another couple, which I was like, well, whatever. I guess they don't need me anymore.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because you just met Brett and Jason at the Christmas party. So yeah.
So I was like, oh, one couple out and one couple in, and the orgy's still going. But
How'd you be embarrassed, especially at this group?
Dude, shit happens. Like,
No,
life
I'm
happens.
embarrassed about.
no, I think it was just I didn't know how to deal with it. So I was just like, instead of me trying to, because at one point in time I came to you and I said, dude, now that things have happened, I need to know exactly like what did you hear? Like what's your side of things, right? Like I brought this up to you and I talked about this.
What do you mean, like with your ex?
Yeah.
I talk to her all the time.
Oh, do you? So do I. But
Actually, I haven't, and I kind of feel bad because there was a time in our lives where,
yeah, for sure.
dude, I still love Amy. Dude, she was.
Yeah.
I haven't talked.
I
to
still
her.
love Amy.
And she's a good person.
And I tell you what, at this point in time, we have a civil relationship when we text, and we can text all day, but it's about kids or the animals that we still have left, and it was like, and I fucking love that. I was like, oh, I'm like, this is
that's
perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
Most couples don't do that.
The society thinks it's weird.
Yeah.
Like the gal I moved down here with, I was with her for 8 years, so my kids were with her for 8 years too, right? They still talk to her.
Yeah.
She's married,
Yeah,
lives
yeah.
somewhere else. My
that's
daughter still
okay.
goes to lunch with her.
That's
It's great.
okay.
Dude, I thought
It's just human
I
relationships.
thought the kids wouldn't want anything to do with me.
Nah, dude, you were part
And
of
all of
my-
a sudden they're like, hey, we should get, like, it was from them. It was like, we should get together. Like the three of us and you. And I was like, perfect. And it's so fucking trippy, dude, to go out with your kids and you're asking for a Diet Coke while they're having shots. It's like, oh, I'm the pussy dad. Like, what the fuck? And then Caleb,
Well, you got
my
health
stepson.
problems, dude. You gained a lot of weight. And you,
What do you mean? You can't tell? You get a lot of weight.
Ouch.
God damn it.
high blood pressure. I mean,
Welcome back.
You know what?
Yeah,
you know what
welcome
I
back.
heard? That shit. I don't know why I have to do this every time. Oh, Ozempic. That shit that makes you lose weight.
Yeah.
It drops your fucking blood pressure.
We'll get on both. You're
Fuck,
doing good.
dude. I want to start a fucking, what's it called? Would they donate for you? What's it called? GoFundMe. It's fucking expensive, dude.
Well, yeah.
Wendy's on it. She lost 75 pounds.
What's it called?
But is there a lot of like side effects? Because like on TV, you always see, oh,
Yeah,
you
there's
take
like
this, you
a
get
disclaimer.
your anal seepage
You should,
and
well,
shit.
I mean, so you been taking it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, I mean, obviously at the end of this last year, I gained all the fucking weight. Dude. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, that's when you just
Welcome
get
to 40,
comfortable.
bud.
Yeah, you just get comfortable. You get same thing, dude. You get so busy with life. When do you have time to fucking shell out to go to the fucking gym or do like?
But also, look at your job. You were in the field. Now you're in the
You shocked the
office.
shit out of me.
Yeah, that too.
So you're sitting all day, right? So that's me.
Yeah,
I was in the field. You're a laboring. Now you're not a laborer anymore.
yeah.
You put on
That
some
too.
LBs.
And right now, obviously, my nutrition is fucking
Garbage.
garbage.
Well, all of our nutrition is garbage. Everything
But also,
we
like
eat is shit.
and like living alone is like I don't. I was telling this to somebody a couple days ago. I think the last time I went grocery shop was a month ago.
You eat out.
Every
Not
time.
necessarily eat out, but like if I like yesterday, for example, I went and had breakfast with my mom, and then that's like the only meal I had, and I'm like, I'm good. And I went to the local fights at the Maverick Center, and I ate like a bag of popcorn and a Diet Coke because I'm trying to look, you know, I'm trying to take care of
Kind of
myself.
look the same.
I'm trying to keep it even.
Popcorn and the
This
Diet Coke.
fucking yo, those popcorns were so salty.
The whole workout thing. Everybody makes it sound easy. Like, get up at 4 o'clock, go to the gym, come home,
know,
shower,
dude.
go to work. Fuck, dude, I like sleep.
Dude, that's not even my problem because I don't sleep because of the meth. But like Justin, for example, Justin has been he's been busting his ass in the gym for the last month and some change, and so he's always telling me, so let's go, let's do the one in Draper, like around the office, and I'm like, I don't want to shower at the gym. I don't like that. And I don't want to go to the office sweaty.
Right.
So I'm like, to me, it works better if I do it afterwards. But then you don't have that.
But at the same time, is it gonna last?
That's what
You
I'm saying.
can do it for a month, and you might be like, yeah, I feel great, and then you get back into your
Dude,
same routine.
I've been paying for that gym for years, and
Oh, I did
I
this-
probably go like 3 months.
I
out of
did the
whole
same,
year.
dude. I paid for a rec membership for the kids and then the gym and everything for like 4 years. You know how many times I used it? 6. I finally was like, okay, just stop paying for it. It's just, like I said,
Walk.
you get
Go for a
busy.
fucking
Yeah,
walk. That's
no
all you gotta
shit.
do.
Yeah,
yeah.
go for a walk, something. I don't know. Fuck working out. I get on the bike, go for a ride.
Go for a burnout.
Rip.
Go for a burn, rip.
When you say burn, not burn out. We
Yeah,
just say go
just
for
a
a
burn.
burn. Burn out's like when you
When you-
smoke that tire.
Yeah.
We just say burn. Go for a burn. That bothers you.
Just-
How come
yeah.
everything bothers you?
I don't know. I think
That
it's you
bothers
guys.
you.
I think it's you
Dust
guys.
bothers you.
Yeah.
Fuck. damn.
Bringing new couples in bothers you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
what's up
shit.
with that?
That was I mean, no, I mean, they're probably listening to this. So I won't say that. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it was weird because
No, they
I'm
live
that
in
kind. No, because I'm
They
that
don't have
kind
radio
of
there.
because I'm that kind of.
Fucking antennas.
No, because I'm for the longest time I was like, this was my group.
Have you ever
right?
just
This
thought,
is-
though, for a
Oh,
minute-
your turn.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, what'd you say?
I was just gonna say, have you ever just thought for a minute that we love you for who you are? You don't like. It doesn't matter, dude. You could.
No. But I'm talking about just bringing. Yeah, I know. Thank you. And this whole time I'm like, is it gonna work? We're gonna have to do this again.
I don't understand. What I need? Hold it too close.
You're too far away. You're to the side.
Anyways.
I'm always a little sideways. So.
Yeah, just leave it like that. That sounds better.
But you get along with him. Jason's quiet. You don't say he says less than I do.
Let's not podcast with him, huh?
And then Brittany's just like all the girls.
Yeah. No, I just felt like this was like. It's kind of like obviously we all did construction. We all did constructions together. It's like when you have your crew, and then all of a sudden it's like there's someone new. There's like, we got to do through the whole process of like, hey.
And I
like,
get
who
that's
are
my
you?
bad because I met Jason down my cousin lives in Mona. I met him.
Yeah.
And honestly, the first time I met Brittany and Jason, I'm like, okay, this guy's super quiet.
Yeah.
And when I first met Brittany, I'm like, oh, she's gonna be a bitch. Like, she just looked like that kind, you know. And then he's one of those you can call and be like, dude, you want to go for a ride?
Yeah.
Go, let's go.
And
I'm all about that. Yeah, Brittany will get on the back of
Check
that
out
bike.
this fucking DJ over
And
here.
so I think the first time they all went with us was Laughlin, right? I said, hey, we're going to Laughlin, you know, whatever. We all went down to St. George, got
Did
there.
Chance go over there too?
Yeah.
He actually rode that day.
Yeah, he rode.
yeah.
And so
He rode my Warrior.
That's right.
I kind of brought him in, and then they went to Laughlin and he was nervous. I don't think she was that nervous, but I was like, dude,
Hell no, she
our
was
group,
nervous.
Her fucking tits are on the first day.
yeah, I was like, our group is like, nobody judges anybody. Like, we just do our thing, and
That's another thing.
and
that-
ever since then,
Who got
dude,
naked first?
Jason and
I wasn't
Brittany are
completely
just
naked.
Well,
like
almost.
another dude, just an addition to the group because they're great people.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
super.
That's another
nice.
thing. Speaking of getting in your head, that's another thing that always gets in my head because I know how many miles you guys have in your pocket. That when I get to ride with you guys, it's like I don't want you guys to babysit me, and going to when I went with Dan, there was a point in time Dan forgot I was there, and he got on the fucking freeway and he's going like 95 miles an hour, and all I see is Dan doing this.
See,
And
but
at one point in time, I'm and he's the one who's got the GPS, right? So I'm riding in a fucking freeway in California. I have no idea where I'm at, and my guide is like gone. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep going straight.
But like, you got to think too. We've ridden together for years.
That's what I'm saying.
And then Dan's ridden before, and then we ride more with you. You don't have
never-
a lot of time with
Angel,
us.
you just
Like,
gotta
hardly.
ride, dude.
But I never
anything.
had a motorcycle before this one, so it's it hasn't been
I
that thing
think
that I
riding,
always had.
You just have to ride. Get miles.
Even if
Seat
it's not
time.
with anybody, just go for
It's just like sitting in the machine,
Right.
dude. How long does it take you? You know, now you just
Yeah.
get in the machine and you do whatever the hell you operate it.
Yeah.
You become part of it.
Well, I
It's the
don't.
same with
I'm
the
an
bike.
office bitch now, but
Yeah, but you can still jump in the machine and
Oh,
make
yeah,
it
for
move,
sure.
right? So
No, I
it's
really
just
want to do
time,
it. Like, but
miles.
every single time you guys invite me, I swear, part of me is like, I want to go so fucking bad. But I don't know. It's that thing. Like, I don't want him to fucking.
And I'm gonna be
Babysit
straight up
me.
with you.
Oh,
Maybe
fuck.
part of the reason, the whole like, hey, text, like, hey, you want to invite Angel? I'm like, I know what the answer is gonna be every time. You know what it is?
I'm good.
I'm good. That's all you ever say.
Oh, for riding?
For anything anymore. Hey, we're all getting together over at my house. Dude, you
Well,
live
you
live
fell
10
off,
minutes
though.
away.
You fell off.
And I get that, like I said.
And you're going through what you went through.
I'm
and
just
now
saying,
you're-
I'm being honest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
to a point where you get like, why even send him a message or ask him? Because every fucking time, I'm good.
Angel, you're kind
Like-
of that guy that you
Watch your mouth.
I will. You want to get invited, but you're not going to show up. Like,
Right.
But you have.
But I show up
You have.
most of the time.
You have.
Riding, yes, I
There-
do.
Like I said, there was a small point in time when you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to
for
do
sure.
you, go
Yeah,
through
yeah.
whatever you had to go through. And sometimes we need that. Like me, I've had to go through this shit on my own.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it wasn't for Dan and Wendy, because Wendy is selling our house.
Yeah. This episode is
I
brought
don't
to you
even
by.
know.
Starling Real Estate.
I didn't even know what the hell's
need
going
a
on half the
sponsor.
time. Seriously, I just let Corey.
I'm looking for sponsors,
Corey and
motherfucker.
Wendy, dude. All of a sudden, one day Corey's like, "Hey, Wendy and Dan are coming tonight." I'm like, "What?" I had no clue.
Yeah.
I literally, I go to work. I try to do my job, and this whole thing. I guess I'm a shitbag. I put a lot on Corey, and maybe I shouldn't have. But Corey and Wendy talk, dude. They do their thing, and she communicates. If I have to
Corey
sign
and I
something-
talked every night.
Yeah, I know.
For months.
It's normal. But I kind of let Wendy take the reins, and I'm letting Dan take the reins on this. Hey, dude, you know what? Logistically, I can't do it. Go ahead, do
Yeah.
it. So, and I'm grateful that I have you guys, like my brothers, that are able to pick up those pieces when I can't pick them up.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what it was for me because I knew that. And again, one person that always kept their invitations was Chance. And Chance at one point in time is like, listen, I don't care what happened, and I don't care.
Yeah, that's how how we all are.
I know, but he was the one who brought it to my face. He was like, listen, I don't give a shit what happened. You're still a part of this crew,
Right.
and whatever your decision is, we'll respect it. But just so you know, we want you here. We need you here.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, thank you so much. And then I said something like, oh, you know, it's just like this happened with so and so, and he was like, I wasn't even talking about that person. Talking about you.
Well, what happens in your personal life, dude? That's your deal.
Yeah.
That shouldn't change this.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said,
Because we're always here, no matter what. All you got to do, same thing with any all four of us here, Chance. Dude, if you need something, all you got to do is pick up the phone.
But also it was the fact that it's the pipes. There's nobody at the door. It's here. The heat. But also I think it was the fact that the person that I was with was also so involved in this group that it was weird for me to show up by myself now. Right? And most of the times I was by myself, right?
Well,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Chance, going to the riding, Chance rode less than you did. I've ridden with Chance 3 times since
Yeah.
I've known him.
I've rode with him once.
So you guys are tied right now because I think I've ridden with you once. Other than you've ridden over to my house once.
But even
So-
being nervous,
for you to look at the bike.
Yeah.
that white bike I hadn't had a bike for like 6 years, 7
Yeah.
years. So I bought that and then go riding with these guys. Yeah, you're nervous, but
Yeah.
I would just go out damn near every night and just ride.
I will say
And ride hard, ride fast.
Dan is the kind of guy that's like, I'm like right now, like it's chilly, it's cold and shit, and then Dan will be like Snapchatting on his bike. I'm
I
like,
almost rode this morning.
God damn.
You're a fucking
almost-
idiot. I'm sorry. There's no, dude. I grew out of that.
I'm not.
When I bought my bike and then you ride that shit and you freeze your ass off or you get the most gnarly fucking head cold you've ever had in your and the whole helmet thing, it's not.
Helmet sucks,
I
but-
fucking hate it. So
Yeah.
I'll ride in the cold. I usually do.
I don't.
Remember when we did
I'm a
that?
fair weather
And you know what's
rider.
weird? I hate the cold more than all of you, but I'll still ride in it.
Remember when we did that photo shoot here with the hoodie,
Yeah.
and we asked you to fucking, hey,
Yeah.
can you bring your bike? And you're
Yep.
like, it's like fucking November. He's like, are you serious? It's like, yeah, dude. It was fucking cold out there, dude.
Yeah.
And you're fucking riding. It's like,
And I put my shit away for the winter. It ain't coming out till
I think
till
this
March
has
month.
been-
April.
I think the last 2 months, 3 months probably is the longest I've ever been without being on my bike in years. I haven't ridden for probably almost 3 months.
Are you taking him?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wait, well, fuck, don't tell me. Last time I talked to you, you was like, well, I'm probably going to have to sell my bikes.
Yeah, but I'm not. They're paid off. Why sell them? I just need everything paid off, which is it's almost there, right? So, yeah, it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be weird, but the more I think about it, as much as I think, in my mind, it's a bad decision because I know how much you've always wanted to live there. I know, everything like you said, you wanted that to be your forever home. I think about it more and more, and I think it might be a good thing, just for the whole family in general. Just
Exactly.
with kids, change something up. Corey, it's almost a reset. Let's
is.
start over.
It is a reset.
Do things a little bit differently, and just get back on track.
Well, and that's just it. We've
You've
done it
made the
before, so why
mistakes.
not
Don't do it again.
And that's it. Yep.
Do you think we're I'm asking you because I don't have a home. You think you
Starting real estate.
Look at the camera when you say that.
do you think you guys are too? Would you say right now you're in your forever home?
At this point, with the way just housing
But it's not going to be like that forever.
it's not going to get better. I don't think it's
Not
not
for a
going to
minute.
get. I don't think it's going to ever. Well, it'll never be what it was like when we bought our house. So
Because I don't really feel like you have a forever home until you're like older.
yeah, but
like, at this point-
at 41, like I'm not going to go buy a house in 10 years and start all over again. I don't want a house payment till the
Yeah,
day I
but Josh,
die.
look at your dad, dude. Look what he did.
Yeah,
I
like
thought
my
that
dad.
was
My
gonna be
dad's
a forever
65. He just went out and bought a house and paid $750 for it.
Well, he knows he's not going to buy it, right? He's
So-
not going to pay it off.
It's just like in my mind, I would rather stay where I'm at and not be house poor and be able to do things with my kids and you guys and buy a trailer and go camping and be able to enjoy life and not
Don't
be.
you want more space? Because
Yeah,
I see
I
your
would
home.
love-
I love your house, but it's like for the toys that you have. I know you, and I know you.
Oh, I'm running out of
will
space. Trust me.
Like-
but again, I can't have all that stuff if I'm going to go buy a bigger house with more land and everything else. I could afford it, but I would be house poor. I don't want to just live and stay in a house. Like,
Do you? St. George was your forever home.
We thought we'd live there probably till Shug was graduated high school, But once again, things change, and you have to adapt to what changed. And I'll be honest.
So it wasn't.
No.
But you
I
got to
don't
think.
think it ever. No, we had a plan. We were going to live there forever. We thought we'd do, like I said, till Shug graduated, and then we thought, well, this house is going to be worth some money. We'll sell it. Probably buy.
And then you downsize realistically.
Probably buy a place in Havasu or Parker, Arizona, and then maybe 2 properties. One there, one up in Idaho. Because Corey's family's up in Idaho. Well, she was born there.
Yeah.
But we like it up there. The summers are great up there. I always imagine having 2 homes, right? It'd be cool to have a place down there, a place up north. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, what do you, Dan?
Are you in your forever home?
No, I won't sell it though. I'll retire in Idaho.
He'll sell it, run it out.
Is Dan the most successful in this crew?
Absolutely.
He is, huh?
How do you mean?
You've been at your job for 20 years.
11.
I think so.
How?
Yeah. What is successful?
What do you
well,
account for successful?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you have a good job, right? And I've seen you come
For
from
now, but also we just got bought out by a Canadian company.
Yeah, but they're not gonna take you out though, are they?
You don't know that, dude.
They just
when you
laid
get
off-
bought out, they'll
You
come in and
never
clean
know.
house.
You never
They just
know.
fired 650 people in Canada.
Listen, I hire people, dude. Okay. Well, but
As
you
of
also
right
have your
now,
own business. You have 2 businesses.
Yeah,
Your wife has her own business.
yeah.
You guys are like a little empire, right? I mean, that's how I see you guys.
Kind of. It's mostly because of Wendy. Wendy's very smart, and my business partner in the rental business. He's very, very money smart. I'm just a worker bee.
But you're smart too. You know how to do these things.
I know how to do them. Yes, logistics. I can do that stuff. But like when it comes to finances, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not a money man. I mean, I know how to get from A to B, and I save, right? So my idea of saving is putting money in the bank. Well, the bank's only going to give you maybe a 0.5%, maybe 1% interest, right? So that's just not worth it. So you have to play stocks. You have to do all this shit. I don't have the time. Because you have to put your time into knowing how to do that and what stocks to buy and trade.
To make it beneficial.
That's why I have business partners to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do the physical labor, 100%. I'm down. I can do that all day long. But I mean, we're well. I can't even say we're well off. We're comfortable
Yeah, for sure.
for now. But also, the real estate market's a shit right now. And really, my job.
It's not that bad. I know that Starling Realty just sold a house.
That means another buy for Dan.
No, but we're better now than we were when we got married. So I think it was the 2nd or 3rd year we got married. Wendy went 8 months without selling a house.
Yeah.
We were fucking broke. So there was.
Do you guys still depend? So sorry to interrupt. After everything that you have going on and your job, do you guys still depend on her income?
Ish.
Okay.
So, let's say 2nd or 3rd year, she didn't sell any home. So after that, she has some really good years. So we have enough money saved. She can go a year without selling a house, and her wage is covered. That's our emergency fund. We don't touch it ever, unless she doesn't sell a home. But they've been trickling in, 1 or 2 a month, and that's been helping. But it's just because she's a great saver. She rat holes money like crazy.
Well, she's good at what she does, too.
She's
I've
very
seen it
good.
firsthand twice. I mean, she's sold both of our homes, and she's done a fantastic job. Because we don't know that. We're not experts at that shit. I had no clue.
Yeah,
We
for
hired
sure.
somebody prior to Wendy in our home in Erta. We didn't even get a showing. We took it
damn.
off the market 7 days or whatever it was. Wendy knew what to do, and we had it sold in a month, 30 days, less than that. I mean, really, and when she's there, when she's doing her real estate shit, she's on. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. Because I see her in her personal life. I see her when we're having a good time.
Yeah. Well,
And when she's at work,
I noticed that
watch
when
out.
she does those videos.
Dude, she goes hard.
Yeah, because I started follow. I think I still do follow their YouTube when they throw a house there, like the way they're talking, and I'm like, oh, I can see Wendy. I can see our Wendy, and then like Wendy from.
It's not the same
From
person.
work.
It's not.
Yeah.
She morphs. Like, total morph.
Yeah, it's not the same person. She cuts loose, and sometimes a little too much, but she cuts loose. But and also, back to the finances, Dave Ramsey, you heard of him?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
He's
shout out to Dave
a
Ramsey.
money guy, so he's like, tell your money where it's going to go. Like, I get an allowance every month, and that's because I want an allowance. Because if I have the money, I'll buy whatever it is I want, right? And then now we pay cash for everything. If I want this now, gotta save.
It's
Gotta
just
save.
discipline, right?
It's 100%. And
Just
that
like the gym.
sucks. I mean, it took me 8 years to save up for that shop. When I could have got a smaller one faster, sooner,
Yeah,
Or
but
just-
that shop's badass.
or just finance
yeah.
it, right?
It's cold as fuck, but it's good.
I got a furnace in there now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. But just if you finance it, then you're paying that interest rate, right? I had to save for years and years and years, and once we got that through our head, it's hard to do.
Well, we're in this modern society, right, where we can have everything right now. That's the problem
Just
with, I
charge it.
think, our kids, right? Everything's immediate now. They didn't ever have to wait for anything.
And
And we didn't either, though.
it's not like I have a loan on my truck, on my car, on my house, and shit like that, right? But I just have to save.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do have a pretty good job. I always say I make good money for Utah.
Yeah, because you could go somewhere else and make money.
I could quadruple my wage if I went out of state.
Yeah.
But then I'm home for a weekend every 6 months. It's not what I want.
Yeah, that
I like
sucks.
my weekends. I like my free time. Because I did that, back in Idaho. I worked for the city. I worked for the hospital, for the fire department. 3 jobs. You don't have no free time.
Yeah.
And that's what I did when I moved here. I didn't know nobody, so I hauled equipment and I worked 6-7 days a week. That's fucking fun. Yeah, a lot of money. What do you do with it?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, and you can't make time up.
No, exactly. That's one thing.
Like, especially with kids, everything like that. Like, I made good money driving, but it's not worth being gone.
You're going all the
I
fucking time.
I missed my kids. I was home 2 days a week. Like, what? No, it's not. Money's not everything. I mean, yeah, you need it to survive, but it's not everything.
You're about to start your own business too, huh?
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
It's something I've always kind of dabbled with, right? Been in the back of my mind. To see it, I guess, come to fruition is kind of surreal. And
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things, too. I've just been preparing for that because I know it's going to be 3 to 5 years just.
Oh, it's going to be a
Breaking my
grind
balls.
for the first, yeah.
But it's like, I talked to Corey and she's like, you've always busted your ass for everybody else. Why not bust your ass for yourself? And that's the truth. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
we all do
it's just
that.
like my job, like
Yep.
Ben and Danny. Like,
Yep.
my bosses worked for somebody, and then they were like, why do we do this for somebody else? Why am I making somebody else money? We can do this on our own. And they started a shop 10 years ago, and dude, they're in my eyes, they're killing it.
Yeah.
Like, and I started there just over 5 years ago.
Shout out the dynamic balance machine.
Yep. Best move I ever made, honestly. Like, I thought it was going to be awkward to work with kids I've known since we were, 4-5 years old.
Yep.
Like, we grew up together. Yeah. And I, in my mind, it was like, okay, I know we get along and we can work,
There's still that weird.
but there's that, what if something goes wrong and ruins a friendship, or, they're same thing. To those two, to me, are almost like brothers. We lived a house away from each other for our whole childhood. So it was kind of hard to move into it, but now, dude, I can't see myself doing anything different. I make good money. They're great people. And especially with anything when it comes to family, or you need to take care of something, their kind of thing is, dude, you can always make work up. Your family is number one. So, like I said, you can't time something you can't make up. So if you can find the people that are willing to work with it and everything, dude, it's priceless.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I hope.
Do you have plans of starting your own shit someday?
I did years ago. Like, you know me, I like to clean. My shit's clean. It has to be clean. And I thought about doing the whole maybe like car detail shit, whatever. But I feel like in my mind, you got all these mobile companies that'll come to your work and do it, and they're in the. I don't like that. I want to do it either at my house, or if I have a shop or something, I want to do it there. And anymore, dude, there's so many of them out there that it's like,
I think there's 3 in just in my neighborhood.
that's what I mean. It's like, dude,
I know 3 off the top of my head.
You'd be ended up undercutting somebody, and then at that
you're
point,
not
are you
making
going to
any
make any money? Like, you're just breaking even. It's just not. It's not worth it to me. I had a brother-in-law that's like, dude, I'll help you out. I'll do everything, and to get you going. I'm like, I don't see it happening. At this point, dude, I'll work till the day I die.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's life.
Damn. That was deep.
I don't think there's anything wrong with working though. I mean,
Well, I
love it.
can't sit still.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not built to sit and do nothing.
Yeah.
I have to move.
That's why I built the shop. I
Yeah.
have to tinker.
Like I would kill for a shop like Dan's.
I can't go home and watch TV.
No, I can't either.
When I get home from work, kiss the wife,
Go to the shop.
text me when dinner's done.
This time of the year is the hardest for me because it's cold and miserable. I don't have a shop.
Yeah.
But same thing. In the summertime, walk in, same thing. Kiss the wife, say hi to the kids, and I'll see you when the sun goes down and it's time for bed.
Yep.
But such is
When are you
life.
gonna buy a house? You thinking about it?
Yeah, for sure.
Where?
I've been thinking about it since I sold mine.
Yeah, where are you
Where?
thinking?
Yeah.
You said where?
Where?
Oh, I want to go either West or South Jordan, Harriman, and Riverton. Want to be close to my mom. Closer.
Oh, where's your mom? She in Daybreak?
Daybreak.
Daybreak. That's one place I could never live.
Dude, you
Daybreak?
can't
It's
can't
too tight.
store anything. Like you're paying for a rental for a
Here's
trailer
the
or
thing,
whatever
I
you
mean,
have.
Homes are
Like,
this
yeah,
2 feet
yeah.
apart. You
I'm-
can lick
and
your
I'm-
neighbor.
yeah,
And
like as much as you fart, your neighbor's gonna love you, bro. Like, oh god, we got him.
I've been saying it I've been saying it for like hundreds of episodes now. So she wants me to move in. And yesterday we had breakfast at her house, and she's like, "So what are you thinking?" And I'm like, "You told me you were gonna talk to your husband." He's like, "No, that's done. Like, when are you? What are you thinking?" And I said, "I don't know.
Then why don't you? Because it's living with mom?
it
No,
wouldn't be normal for me to
I mean,
get up and leave.
that's got something to do with it."
Can I drop a hooner?
Just pause it for a minute.
But pause it for a minute.
Just everybody hold still.
What do you think? He thinks we're listening to a CD. I just pause it for a minute. No, yeah, I think that's got something to do with it.
But why?
I don't know.
Dude, think
But also, and here's the thing:
It's really common nowadays.
I'll be saving over $20,000 a year just by.
that right there would be like, where do I sign?
Yeah, 2
like,
years? That's
I
a hell
get
of a
it.
down
Like
payment,
you
dude.
don't want
40K?
to. I get where you're like, oh, I'm living with my mom. I'm 40 something years old. But at the same time, dude.
Well, now I do. Thanks, dude.
Well, no, but like, dude, now housing, like again,
Yeah.
housing right now, it's just.
and that's basically that's the
Think of
main,
if
the
you
main
s-
reason why is to get a bigger down payment, because
Right.
I already have one, obviously, but
Right.
at this point it's like, if I could double this, it'll be fucking awesome.
Right.
And your payments less.
Yeah.
Especially with interest rates. Like
I mean-
right now, my son's 3-bedroom apartment is almost double my mortgage.
Well, I know somebody that just bought a house out in Stansbury. I think they paid like $450, $470, somewhere in there. His mortgage is $3,500 a month. And he's a first-time home buyer, so they got all the incentives and all that crap.
Cuts and shit.
And he still pays. Yeah, his mortgage is double mine.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's 22 years old. Are you shitting me? At 22, like, I can't my boss has a house in Harriman and his mortgage isn't that high.
That's around.
And his is on a 15-year loan.
That's around. Remember George?
Yeah.
He bought a house in Harriman and Harriman or Eagle Mountain? Harriman, I think. Harriman. And he told me how much when he bought it. I'm like, what, dude?
Yeah. It's,
And I'm like, good thing your wife has a.
and I wouldn't even say
income.
it's the housing. I think housing's still high. It's just the interest rates that are unreal right now still. But
Even if you don't want to do that, go buy a fifth wheel, dude.
The problem with that, like, even the problem to go to my mom's is like, I'm coming in there with. We just talked about how small fucking Daybreak is,
Right.
and I'm coming in there with 2 pickup trucks and a motorcycle.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
You have to get a storage unit or something, or off-site parking.
but that's still cheaper than what you're paying. You're still
No,
saving
yeah, for
money.
sure. So my motorcycle will go in the garage, like
Right.
that's what it was before, but it's the trucks, and nowadays, because you could hear what happened to my fucking truck, like how am I gonna? I can't. It's a 2-car garage for some reason. My mom's car is the only one that goes in. So my little brother's car and her husband's truck, they're outside. So they're already
Out on the street.
out like outside of the house. So I have to go figure out where to park not only my truck but my work truck.
Right.
And my truck needs to be plugged in. So now I'm like,
You drive an electric truck?
yeah, dude. I'm a Tesla truck, one of those fucking.
The new triangles.
Cyber truck?
This guy definitely went to shit.
As long as you're like that and not like I have a relative. He's 39, still lives at home, has no want, needs anything to move. I'm like, the fuck's your problem? Yeah. You, it's temporary. You have a plan, build up to the down payment, and go. It's different, dude.
Yeah. Like if you can save the 20 grand in a year, like you said, that's even more to a down payment. Like you tough it out. A year goes by in a blink of an eye anymore. Yeah. A year's nothing.
It gets worse the older you get too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and then if
hey, my mom's 60 something. She's lived with her mom since I was 6.
Yeah, but I'm sure she helps her, right? Like your grandma's gotta be like.
Next subject.
Sometimes they don't. The one I'm talking about doesn't help at all.
So like I look at it as she is my mother. She drives me crazy.
Yeah.
She's 60 something years old. She has absolutely nothing to show for her life. I just don't get that.
Some people just don't have any ambition, dude. They exist.
That's just it.
They just exist.
You know, people like I have siblings that give me crap. Oh, your cars are so nice and you're so particular and everything's got to be clean. But well,
It lasts longer.
it lasts longer. I don't like having to go out and buy a car every 3 years. I don't like if I keep it nice because I appreciate and I work hard for what I have. Mm-hmm. It's like people just think vehicles are disposable. Okay, I'll go buy another one. Yeah, if you want to spend $30,000-$40,000 every couple of years and go buy a new car, cool. But that's not me.
And 30-40 ain't good shit anymore.
That's a
Yeah.
I was looking at trucks the other day just because
Justin and I were too.
Oh, it's
a
insane.
used 24, it had a lift on, it was a GMC Denali, 125.
Yeah.
That's fucking used.
Stupid.
Trucks are selling for $150,000, $160,000 now. I paid that for my house when I bought it.
It might date me. My first house was 65,000. That wasn't that long ago. It was 2000.
Damn.
Yeah. It's
I got that truck 2 years old and it was 52. And now I go and I look because we went into that car dealer that I got it from, and you know, when they got it's all souped up. They got the lift, they got the fucking tires and shit. And we were looking at trucks, and he wants to change his truck, so he's like, I can't. It's like, no, but this fucking prices.
well, and I look at it now too as like all the new stuff's beautiful. It's great.
Yeah.
Something breaks on it, guess what? It's going straight to the dealership. You can't work on anything anymore. Yeah. So it's going to cost you more money in the long run.
Well, everything's computers.
I'll keep my 14-year-old truck that's got 90,000 miles on it.
That's what I told Wendy. So for the mulch business, if that Dodge goes down, I'm probably going to buy like a 2099 73.
Yeah.
So you buy that for, say 10 grand, dump 30 into it. So you're into a new truck, 40K. You can't do that nowadays.
No.
40K buys me the truck I already have.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
I try and beat my kids right now. Like, you guys got to realize, like Caleb, he's getting old enough now. I'm like, it's time to think about, after this year, it's time to think about getting a job. You still do your school thing, get a part-time job, whatever. Start saving, because shit's getting harder and harder, more expensive. Like, you got to start thinking about this stuff anymore.
And they don't, like Wendy's youngest, he had to put new brake pads on. Well, turns out to be rotors. Then turned out to be calipers.
Yeah.
Like, your $20 job just turned into a couple $100.
Yep.
Save your fucking money.
Yep.
Owning a vehicle isn't just driving the sumbitch.
Yeah,
There's
no.
a lot to it.
Maintenance.
Again, maintenance. Keep it nice. It'll last you. Give you less grief.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. You have GMC now?
Yeah.
Is that diesel? No.
No. I didn't get the diesel. I don't know why I didn't get the diesel.
So are you just paying the truck and everything off and just keeping them?
Well, the truck's leased. I I don't know. I got another year and a half on the lease, so I'll probably just the payment's not very much. But other than that, everything will be paid.
You're just gonna keep the Mustang and everything for Corey, or you guys?
I don't know. What we're
Shit,
gonna
being
do
up in
about
Idaho, that might not be the right car for that area.
it. They say that area is not as bad as.
It's not. It's in the
Most
banana
Idaho,
belt. It's
yeah.
kind. It's kind of
Oh,
like
because
where
you're
I
kind of
grew
on the
up.
border of
Well, the
where you're at.
The
Everything.
elevation there is the same as St. George. It's 2,700 feet elevation, which is weird, right? You go north and you go down.
Right.
But it's the elevation's low. It's a moderate climate. They say the climate there is better than Salt Lake.
I mean, an
As
hour
far as
from there, they have
winter.
wine vineyards up there.
Dude, I like wine.
Yeah.
You like wine? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Come
who
drink
doesn't
some
like wine?
We'll get some wine. Come drink some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna start a wine vineyard. I didn't tell you guys that yet.
Oh, you gotta go. So hold on. You want to drink the wine that you're stepping on?
Yeah. Well, I know you like feet, so
Yeah,
it's
but
cool.
probably if your wife does it, not you.
We'll all step on it.
No, we won't.
Hey, can someone give me?
No, we won't.
We won't. I won't.
Can someone give me a ride on my truck? I was actually wondering if any of you guys were gonna bring a truck so they could tow me. But I was like, oh,
I got a truck. I'm gonna
no,
tell
I'm
you.
just kidding. You bring your truck?
Yeah.
I thought you drove with any of these guys.
I'll let you. I'll video this so I
You
can.
don't have AAA?
There's nothing better than a GMC pulling a.
No,
Dodge
it takes
truck.
doubles.
It takes AAAs. Dude, get AAA. It's so fucking worth it.
I hate AAA. They're a pain in the ass.
They're a
much
pain
is
in the
that?
ass, but I don't.
You probably just need a
Probably
fucking
$100
jump
a
start,
year.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have.
Yeah.
I mean, I
have
have
any
cables.
I don't have any jumper
I
cables.
got cables.
Well, fuck. Let's go
You
get
don't
it.
have cables in your truck?
I don't know if they're either in a. So speaking of detailing, I took my truck to a friend that started his detail business. He did a good job or anything, but one thing that he did that I was like, what the fuck? Like he said he was like, just get everything out of your truck so I can clean it. I was like, okay. So I took like, I don't know, whatever. I don't have anything. I mean, I don't have anything in my truck. So I was like, I'll take this or like important papers or whatever. And I took it, and I left like maybe all the papers that are in the glove box, so it's not like visible. And,
I thought
and,
you were a
and,
citizen. What important
and,
papers?
and then maybe, hey, shut God, I want to have to edit that shit. No, but then like my ice scraper or whatever, like under the seat and shit.
Oh shit! I don't have any of those.
Well,
I might need some.
he took all that stuff, all my papers and everything, and then put it into a box so he can detail the entire truck. So then he brought me the truck, and then he's like, "Here's your box of shit." And like the box of shit he gave me had like my hitch and everything. It was heavy as shit. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Like everything you left in your truck.
That's what I would have done.
And I was thinking, but everything that I left in my truck is like, it's okay if it's there.
Well, yeah, but if you want it cleaned right, you got to move everything out.
So and
And I'm not going to be like, okay, it's done cleaning. Oh, shit, where was this? Where? Fuck you. Here's your box of shit. You put it away.
That's like shampooing your carpet at your house.
But what I'm
leaving
trying
the
to-
couches sitting
What I'm trying to say with this
Yeah,
is
just
like,
clean around them.
I do. What I'm trying to say is like I had a pair of jumping cables from that company that we worked together.
Yeah.
The first company we
Oh,
worked for.
Did you steal them?
I have a. I'm not, you think I'm stupid?
I acquired them.
But they were like the heavy duty ones, long as shit. I have no idea what they are. They were so good though.
Your detailer took them.
Thief.
I don't know, but
Did you ask Josh to detail it first, and he just didn't respond, or what?
probably
Too soon?
he detailed my bike.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And then we got
does
caught in a
phenomenal
fucking
job.
rainstorm remember, outside of Wendover.
Yeah. No, that was Elko.
Wendover, Elko.
It's all the
Ely.
same shithole.
So we
Winnemucca.
stop. We get some detail stuff. Like we're gonna get our bikes nice and clean before we go there. It's in a fucking dirt
Yeah.
camping
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. Sierra Stakeout, right?
Yeah, and a bunch of fucking.
You camp out,
Broke-ass
you
dirt
get
choppers.
your tents up and everything. You park your bikes right there, all cool. But then somebody goes, it's always a
Dust everywhere.
it's fucking everywhere, dude. At one point, we were like, "Fuck it, dude. It's just fucking go."
Yeah, you get to the point where what can you do? You can't do anything about it.
And then 2 days to get there, 1 day back. Remember
One
that?
day back. It was a long day.
He's like, "You want to go?" Like, yeah. Dan and I were looking at it. You good? Yeah. All right.
Hey,
Just get fucking-
we should have one day at home from Sturgis.
Oh,
We
yeah.
shouldn't have stopped in Rock Springs. We should have just went home.
Yep.
Because it poured rain the next day. It
Oh,
rained
shit.
from Rock Springs all the way to Park
Yeah,
City.
but that was a great time.
Where did you guys go that you were like riding on puddles of water. Is it Laughlin?
Which time?
Which one?
When we went to
No, it never rained.
Oh,
Laughlin.
that's where
Yellowstone.
these guys went to
Yellowstone, yeah.
Yellowstone was a
Yellowstone,
fucking
it
river.
rained for 4 days.
Yeah, I bet when we were going into the park, there was probably 3-4 inches on the road.
It was coming over the road. The water was like over the road. Like you'd ride through, you had to pick your feet up so they weren't getting wet. It was puddling up in the crotch, like on my seat. I'd stand
what
up.
happened to him.
I'd stand up and just wash back into Misty. So Brittany and Jason, that trip, on the way to Idaho Falls, Brittany loses her visor on her helmet, blows off.
Oh shit!
Jason only brings a half helmet. Well, we're going through Yellowstone. It's torrential downpour. I look over. It's raining so bad the water's coming off the helmet, inside Brittany's helmet, and running down her face and out the bottom. And she's just holding Jason's ears like he's gonna get swimmer ear or something. And he's got a face mask on, and you can just see him like. It was, dude.
Fucking
It was
waterboarding himself.
Yeah, it was. That Yellowstone was gnarly.
That was the most water I ran through. Yeah.
It took like a week for my shaps to dry out.
Then we go through the storm, and then we end up at that hotel. I think the Glacier, not the geyser thing. Old Faithful.
Oh, yeah.
Faithful, yeah.
And it's like sunny. We pull up, we're fucking drenched, look like fucking hobos, and all these people looking at us like, what the fuck's wrong with you
Are
guys?
you guys bikers?
And then we left Yellowstone and proceeded to rain more.
Yeah.
Like it rained for 4 days.
Yeah, that's miserable.
Well, you guys.
Dude, I'd do it again.
I never
Because
every
it
time
wasn't
we went in the
freezing
rain,
cold. It wasn't like unbearable.
horrible.
It was just
horrible.
wet.
just sucks
like
to be wet.
I should have been on a Sea-Doo, but
Is it though?
what?
You're still riding.
No, dude, I would have taken Yellowstone
No, not at all.
over Sturgis when we went because it was so hot in Sturgis when we went. It was
Well, yeah. Look what happened to
Unreal.
his asshole.
yeah, it
I
was
don't know if it was the heat or the.
gnarly that year.
Your asshole looked like the puddle of water at a gas station.
Dude, it looked like
Just oily, just odd
all
color.
different colors, like purple and blue.
It was all, dude, your fucking ass went to a
It started
a
brown in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Your asshole went
And
to
then
a rave.
blue, and then
Put all
purple,
the
it was
fucking neon
brutal.
and
lights.
then
Yeah.
orange on the outside.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
And you guys all saw it.
Yeah.
You couldn't
Hey,
help.
you guys want to see it?
Put a fucking photo right here.
Yeah, it was. See, that kind of shit, dude. Even our day trips, you just need to start riding.
Yeah. Do you guys have any plans of going somewhere?
This year, like I
I
said,
don't think I'll make it.
We'll figure something out. 'Cause
with him-
I'm gonna have to ride.
well, yeah, and we've always for the last few years we're like we need to start going north because we always go south,
Come on.
and so now we have
A reason?
a reason to go north.
And there's beautiful country up there to ride. There's tons of roads. Dan sent me a road up there that in Oregon across the border. That's remember that?
Yeah.
He's
the
a
deep
country
canyon?
roads.
I don't know what it was called.
I don't
Just
know.
said it.
Take me
but-
home.
big pine trees, and they're not straight roads.
Yeah.
Curvy as fuck, so awesome to ride on.
Yep.
I think
So-
Wendy and I are going to Redwoods this year.
Oh, I want to go.
That's one ride we
That's
wanna
another
do.
bucket
You
list
and
of
the-
mine.
Redwood,
The wife.
bitching.
But that also depends. I'll be working out of town starting Monday, so it depends on that job.
Like I said, this year, in my opinion, is let him get situated up
Family
where
time.
he's do the family thing, and then we'll still do some weekend rides and stuff. But I think this year is going to be a little bit lighter than normal. But like a Sunday, let's go to get lunch somewhere.
Remember you and I
Let's-
went to eat one time? We went to Garage on Beck, remember?
Yeah. Just little shit like that because I got to get the hell out of the house.
There's so many
Camas
canyons.
ain't that far away.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a decent
Camas?
ride.
Camas.
What's
Well,
that?
there's
Go up to the notch.
Nothing. Yeah, the
there's
Notch,
so many
little bar up
places to
there.
go.
Dude,
from
I,
Salt
you know
Lake.
what?
No,
you know
you-
what? I do want to go, and I know you guys have done it. I know you and I wanted to go, and then you did it. That famous fucking
Taggart's.
gas station. Everybody,
Oh, the Sinclair
Chevron.
station?
St. Clair. The St. Clair.
Oh, out of
By
Urda.
Utah Lake.
Or not
Oh,
Urda,
that's out there, Eureka.
Eureka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted it.
Yeah,
There's nothing there.
Yeah, it's just an old.
It's just to
gas
take a
station.
picture and
It's
come
just
back.
a-
Pretty
that's
much
all
so.
it
That's
is.
all it is.
The closest place you can go is go up to Eureka. They got like
So
little
right
burger joints.
from that gas station is like 30 minutes to Britt and Jason's house down in Moto.
Or you can
And it's
cut
a nice
over.
little ride back through the back canyon in
Decent little canyon.
so
You can cut back to Dan's house that way too.
Yeah,
over
go
the
up through
Mountain
Eureka.
Range, Eureka.
Go through Vernon.
Go through Vernon. Stop at that place out there.
Pennies.
Pennies. There's another place, the Silver Sage, out there too. There's a few stops.
But even after work, just take off. Go.
You want to know what's a good time that I've done the last year or two? Let's go up to Wyoming Downs.
Yeah,
Go to the horse races, dude.
That's fun.
It's so much fun. I've been going with Britt and Jace. We go up there, get a hotel room, go up to the races all day, drink, gamble, go get dinner,
You guys ready
get up the next day.
You guys ready for the Harley and Doro to come?
and then ride over. Same thing. Leave Evanston and ride over Mirror Lake Highway. Drops down into Camas. Usually stop, grab lunch, come home.
Dude, Dan and I went all around fucking Lake Tahoe, remember?
That's
See,
what
that's
we
that's
wanted
my
to go
only
on, too.
that's my only
Yeah.
story.
And
See
you
what I'm
go
saying?
from- What was it down from? You go up to Evanston and you drop down into Vernal. What was that one?
Uh,
The Gorge. Go Flaming Gorge. Drop
yeah.
down- was that
Well, that's
91?
that's Rock Spring. You got to go clear to Rock Springs to
Yeah,
go down
but
there.
still, we always talked about doing
Oh
that
yeah.
too. We never.
Oh, I
Go
want to go
Flaming
right up. I
Gorge.
want to go right up the east side of Flaming Gorge because
Yeah.
they have floating bars and everything up on Flaming Gorge.
That's
And
actually
they have nice little cabins in Manila you can rent. There's tons of there's plenty of riding we can do. You just gotta
Gotta go right.
Got it right.
say okay.
Oh no, dude.
Oh
I'm
shit.
scared it. Well, let's get out of here then. See,
Okay.
Dan is like, are we gonna have something to talk about? Almost 2 hours. See what I'm saying, dude?
Nice. I'm glad we could get together.
Yeah, we
Spend
gotta
a
do
minute.
this more often. Every time you come, we should do this.
Well,
Yeah, we're gonna do
Jesus
this a lot,
Christ.
man.
You gotta rephrase that, pal. You gotta be more specific. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Kleenex or whoever makes my towels.
This episode is brought to you by Corey.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, definitely.
You want to shout out your businesses?
If
Or-
you need a realtor starting real estate,
that's it.
if you need some rubber mulch, modern mulch and supply,
Modern
And,
mulch and supply.
Tell you what, though, my next house is gonna have one of those. It's gonna have some of that.
yeah. And if you need some skid steers and whatnot, GH equipment.
GH.
Trailer rentals, skid steer. Saved my ass this last summer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, had to borrow his trailer so I could get 30 tons of gravel.
not the machine, just the trailer.
Just trailer. Actually, no, you didn't.
I use the skid smooth it
Oh yeah,
out.
you came out and helped me rip the rest of the tree stump out and
Yeah,
everything, and then so yeah.
Oh wait, I went and did your dad's fucking backyard. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, you worked the little excavator.
The
in my
old
dad's-
house?
Yeah.
Or new house?
Yeah, no, it's the old one. Yeah, he don't live there anymore.
Oh great.
Guy lives a mile down
What
the
did we do
road
it for?
in
A
a new
pool?
big house.
for a
Yeah, he poured a concrete pad down for a pool.
yeah.
So
Did you take that pool with him?
fuck no, he gave it to the neighbors across the street.
Okay.
So
Every time I'm by that road, I'm like, oh, that's just weird. Well, apparently it doesn't anymore. But it's like, oh, these were just judges.
He lives on
Yeah.
that same main street.
I
but
still
only
lives on
like
62. You
5
just cross
miles down.
Bangerter and go up the hill. He literally moved like 1.2 miles from his house.
I haven't been there, but yeah, it's not that far away.
It's got a huge ass pond, like 70 koi and shit in
Damn.
it. It's cool.
Let's
Like,
go fishing.
it's not $750,000 cool, but it's but I don't have to make the payment, so I don't give a shit. So
Well, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Josh, Skyler, Dan, you can follow the podcast at How Did They Get So Good on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And until next time, see you guys later.